Alrighty. It is that time once again for the payloads. And, oh boy. Anyway, like it says in the thing, this is mostly going to be an RP session. So hopefully nothing too much terrible happens to our crew. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop into the Discord and we'll go from there.
Oh, I see.
Hello.
there.
What have
I
I
need to have it
missed?
like italicized.
Okay, on. Also getting underlined.
There you go.
What am I missing?
Don't worry about it.
Nothing.
We just vibing.
It's on Blaz. It's actually clipping into the next. It's clipping into the next cell.
Guys! I found it by the by.
No,
No,
it said
it's just in
No.
case you don't know.
no. It said extreme before, and then I saw errors that had to be rectified. Oh God.
If only you could make that flash. Please don't.
What if I did the shimmy shuffle?
Anyway. So
I'm
we're just
sorry.
waiting on Dan.
Yep.
I think
Alright.
you're
Yep.
going a bit overkill there. That's the extreme.
Nah.
No.
It must
It's
be more
perfect.
extreme.
Anyway, I got
You
me some pizza, so I'll probably be munching on that a little bit.
Also, Ari, did you
Mhm.
ever take the micro booster servo for your arm at all, or no?
No. I haven't changed any
Because-
of my equipment.
Okay, because we got one of those. Because Fenris took the
Mhm.
close combat improvement, because I ended up taking the Inquisitor system. So I think we agreed that you would take that.
The
Where's
issue with that
It's
would
it's under.
be
What about that?
the Blossom Dance already has both arm hard points filled.
Well, the thing is, if I looked at it again, it was something I was probably... base damage to close combat attack may reroll 1. And what do I even have on there? I have arm deflector and heavy arm servo. Well, to be fair, that's something that would basically be an upgrade to my arm deflector, since it's a reroll to... No, that's a reroll for attacking.
Yeah.
Yep.
And doesn't your heavy arm servo? Don't you have to use AP for that?
The heavy arm servo adds 1 base damage, 1 multiplier.
Okay.
It would be like, do I want more reroll to just get more damage in the first place and have a guaranteed base damage without the AP cost? Or, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something I'd have to consider. Because
I can't use it.
yeah. I don't know. Something to consider. I haven't updated my equipment. I frankly forgot, number 1. Number 2, Dunbam really doesn't have the money right now.
Well, that's
There's no
okay, 'cause
money
you
cost.
guys aren't doing. There's
Exactly.
no robot stuff today. Today is going to be
Exactly.
Skippy happy base times.
Speaking of that, Fenris, I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, man.
Yes.
So I noticed that with the downtime skill increases, I bumped Johnny's melee and you bumped Alex's guns.
Oh, remember,
Yeah.
those don't straight up improve those. You're moving your skill points around.
You could spend XP to bump skills.
You mean we spent
Oh.
we spent XP
Okay.
to you mean that?
Yeah.
We didn't spend downtime to basically train and respec.
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
Yeah, that's why I always put. That's why whenever I do something, I always put it in chat so I can just basically just Control F and search for Tali, or just
I did-
XP.
I did the same.
Yeah. And I just took though I did actually do that with my downtime. I took a point from academics and put it into guns because I need to be even better at shooting things.
What did I even say?
I
that
mean-
didn't
Those
get done?
stupid book smarts.
I mean, currently Tali has a total dice pool of 8 for brawl attacks. So, meh.
Nice. That's
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's what I always say. If there's one thing that I want a medic to be good at, it's punching someone's lights out.
I mean,
Well, it's
You
just
know.
that you want the medics to be able to survive.
yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just don't have anesthetics at hand.
Oh,
Yes.
that
Though
that's
I'd
why I
question
save money.
the viability of having your punching skills be more trained than your medical skills.
Anon King, I just want to point something out to you. That's actually an illegal skill redistribution.
What? Why?
You put a combat in.
So,
You took a non-combat into a combat.
well,
Can you
not
do
that
that?
actually.
Oh.
You can do that.
Oh.
But what you can't do is decrease one of your skills by 1 to increase another skill by 1.
That's a
to
downtime
a
activity.
maximum of the other skill's old value. So basically, you took something that was at 3 and put it in something that was, what did you do? 6? Or
Yeah.
What did you do?
All right,
Yeah.
let's just undo that.
Yeah. So
There we
say
go.
if your academics was 6, or
Mhm.
your academics was 7, and you're like, I want my guns to be higher, and then you can just take that point and move it over there.
Okay.
Otherwise, what people would do is that, after every mission, they would just keep taking all like points out of skills they just don't use and dumping it into all their other stuff.
I understand now. So I'll just leave that how it is.
But like, say if you're like, you know what, I don't really. Actually, your artillery guns and melee are all the same.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guess you're hooped.
Well, I don't care. I don't mind. They're all good scores, and they're all the combat skills that I use. Variety is the
Yeah.
spice of life.
Meanwhile, I just took a look back in the chat to see what I did for Dunban last time. And it's just more, I got him telekinesis, which, didn't start with that, despite being psychic. And then I just gave him more melee and put money in the group bank. Because I'm trying to
Nice.
save money because I'm debating on upping his presence. That way he's not -2. You know.
Oh, by the way, there are more powers now. There's a lot more powers now. There are tons of more powers now.
Oh.
Yes. Did you ever figure out that last one for the one thing for the minor powers? Or is that- or
No.
did you just, like,
I mean, the minor. Yeah, it'll probably come to me eventually. I mean, all of them have at least 6. It's just the minor powers ones just have 7 because I thought it could use. I mean, that's a really neat power. I kind of want to keep that one.
Oh yeah, just having some kind of barrier.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Frost is apparently needing to cook earlier than expected.
I don't know why I'm typing instead of talking to you guys.
Good question.
Yeah, I just need to cook, but I'm just gonna switch over to my headphones.
All right.
I just gotta wash them off first before I put them in.
Do we have a game plan for today?
Fuck it, we're doing.
Well,
From what me and Blast talked about, or at least when I asked Blast, he said, "Fuck it, we're doing it live."
I mean, the thing is that I thought we were like, we have those 2 missions, the public relations and the flint trips. I thought we were going around talking to like the townspeople and stuff,
I
doing the
think
flint
that's
strip mission.
something we're doing.
But that's just me, and I'm going back to my pizza.
Can
No,
I ask them?
what I meant to say was that yeah, I put those missions up there, but I didn't know what I was gonna do with them because well, I didn't know what you guys wanted to do. So I was like, you know what? Let's just figure it out when we get there. And so now that we're here,
Okay, whoever did the extreme thing, you have my eternal gratitude.
That was several of us.
it was a group effort.
It really was.
Cause
Not
okay,
me.
so Blaz, I don't care. Like, I'm sorry, Blaz. Whenever we have an extreme mission, that's what we're gonna have to use from now on. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I agree.
I agree fully.
Also, this is gonna be your favorite mission, Frost.
I hate water.
There's 2 more deep blue devils.
Hell
out there in the
yeah.
Oh yeah, there were 2 more
Well,
of
you
those.
see, Blaz, how we're gonna solve this is we're gonna throw the entire ocean into the sun.
The entire ocean.
That's some Patrick Star logic right there. We take the ocean and shove it somewhere else.
I mean, honestly, that just reminds me of Steven Universe when Lapis stole all of the Earth's water so she could try and make a pillar back to Homeworld. It didn't work, by the way. There's not enough water.
Just go and take the entire
Yes,
ocean
that's
and
the
put it
problem.
somewhere else.
Unless we found out that Frost is actually some sort of ancient primordial Greek god of the sea.
So, not Poseidon. The Leviathan,
No, the other
I
one.
think.
Titan,
There
I think.
was Proteus. There was
Mhm.
also
Oceanus.
Oceanus. Yeah.
What we need is more chthonic gods and less of the classical gods.
Hey
Ow.
man, don't diss the classics.
Respect the
But
classic.
everyone knows about Zeus and his inability to keep to himself. We need more about Zagreus.
People don't know
But he's
shit
got a
about
cool
Zeus
name.
eating all of his siblings to gain their powers and becoming one with the universe. That actually happened.
Oh, I
I
believe
prefer,
it.
you know, I prefer the elder god.
Oh yeah, cousin to,
cultist.
to
Glad to
Cthulhu.
see we're all on the same.
If we're talking about the
Oh, dear
classics.
God.
Okay,
All right, is everybody here?
I'm here.
Present.
I'm here.
Like I said,
Everybody
I'm
good
just
to
gonna watch
go?
on my headphones, but you guys go on without.
All right.
Okay. Is there any questions or touch-ups you guys need to do on your sheets beforehand? Because
No.
there are two things still in the stored assets section that people might want to be aware of. There's a sensors improvement and the micro booster servo.
Yeah, the micro booster we were talking about, and that's something I'm debating whether or not I want to give to Dunban.
Okay. What you need is a third arm, and then you can put that in the third arm.
I'll tell you where that third arm is. No, no, no,
Oh,
no.
oh, hey, I'm the GM. You can't do that to me. I think you need to learn your place.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
You done did it now.
Done ban, more like just done with ban.
More like
Band done. Whatever.
What?
more like
What did I miss?
done king.
Trying to make a
That's what I
stupid pun and it wasn't working.
Done Ben, more like done goofed.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
I'm gonna
Fenris, you get
remember that.
an R&R die for free.
I was gonna say at this point he's just
I'm not kidding,
Plain.
by the way. Add that to your sheet.
How long do R&R dice last?
a week.
Oh, okay.
I
I
was gonna
probably don't have that one anymore.
I was gonna say though that he's just plain done with all of you. That's a normal one.
So, just do a little bit of recap from last time.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you guys went under to sea. You fought a giant submarine. Also, we got a cool picture out of it. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Don't think we have.
I'm gonna slap it into images and music. So we got a sweet ass sketch of the Toughbreaker about to end this man's whole career.
I'm gonna pop the sketch on stream if that's alright.
Please
Oh,
do.
please go ahead.
Yeah, let me.
Oh,
take
hell
it out of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
that's a good
Whoa.
sketch.
Where's that music coming from?
I know I have music playing, but I don't think that's anything you guys would hear.
I don't hear anything. Unless you're hearing it from the
Do you have the stream running,
Twitch.
Blaz?
No, I don't. Oh, I think it was coming from my GOG Galaxy or something like that.
But yeah, I'm looking over my sheet and I just remembered. Oh yeah, today's plan, at least a minor thing for Dunban, was to call Wayfinder.
I'm just vibing to RuneScape music at this point.
So yeah, you fought the deep blue devil and a bunch of mechs, and you kicked the crap out of them.
Hell yeah.
Whose
And you
mech is
managed
not
to
in the hangar?
salvage the whole goddamn submarine. And you got how many mechs again? You got three. Of them?
Something like
Three,
out of the-
two
three-
working, one was wrecked, which we commandeered the wrecked one, and
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
Keep it as a spare, basically.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sell it for scrap, or you can fix it up and have it for a backup. It's got some good stuff on it.
I think we agreed that we're gonna like, because essentially that the that our mobile base is working properly now. That we're gonna now focus on really fixing up the one Ahab, because again, it's an expensive price tag to repair an AC to repair a wrecked ACE.
It is.
Yeah, maybe a couple of our characters could dedicate time to doing like maintenance and repairs, so we could lower the costs all at once, and then do a bunch of repairs on that.
Yep. You can slap on we built this city and then start fixing that.
That's right. I love a good team montage.
Meanwhile, I actually need to check what used to be in the Wayfinder stuff, because the stuff that's currently in the Wayfinders, like, that's not gonna help me at all.
Well, I was only gonna be giving you guys just like a taste
Yeah.
before we actually finish the premium gear, which we are currently on the way of doing.
Yeah, it's just more. I'm just trying to remember if there was anything in Wayfinder at all that would be like
Yes.
not an artillery cannon.
If there is something specific that you want and it's not listed here currently, we'll find a way to put it in.
Oh yeah, that was the thing that was good from Wayfinder Tier 1, the Mariana's exploration suit. Yeesh, that thing's useful.
Yes, it is.
It saved Alk's hide before. Protection from cold and hazard.
What allowed her to survive on freaking Lamia for so fucking long?
Exactly, all she got out of it was an obsidianized leg. She got better.
So
She did.
in future land-based combat situations, you can take your mobile command center with you,
Oh man.
and you can actually have Lieutenant Bryant there in the fight in this thing, and he can help you out.
Fun.
Hell yeah.
Is this just a veiled scheme to make sure that Lieutenant Brian actually dies like you planned for him to initially?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. That's
Okay.
I wouldn't. Why would I do that? That seems that's. Why would you assume that?
Because it's what I do.
You're damn right.
And
No,
before-
he
and before
does
Ed-
give you some significant buffs while he's on the field. So it's whether or not you actually
Okay.
want him to be there to do something. And his vehicle's actually decently tough.
Oh
Oh,
man,
okay.
I mean, it can't dodge worth a damn, but it's got 6 armor.
that's a lot of armor.
I've been wanting to ask if we'd like to start outfitting it with at least one set of weapons should he ever need to defend himself.
Currently,
probably
the hard points are filled. It doesn't have any space for main weapons, unless you guys want to modify it in some way, which will drive the maintenance cost up, of course.
Well,
But if-
actually, I totally forgot that it had a complement of a couple light machine guns and a grenade launcher, so forget I said.
If you guys don't think that's useful to you, you could always try to. You could replace it with other stuff.
Could I slap a hardpoint weapon from my own cache on it?
So one thing that we're planning on doing is making the vehicle weapons pretty much comparable to ACE scale weapons, just so we don't have to like balance 2 different sheets, because who's got time for that? So basically, a machine gun from the vehicle weapons would be the same machine gun that a AC would have, or light machine gun rather. And then one-handed guns would act as main weapons.
Well, I guess
Two-handed guns would
point
be
of
the
fact.
ordnance scale.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think we should outfit it with stuff that we just kind of leave behind after we upgrade our mechs, or if we find stuff, we could outfit it on there.
Sure.
At any rate, that's cool. I wasn't exactly sure how that would work, but glad to hear that you had it.
All right. So the two things you guys got on the mission sheets right now is the public relations, because there's a journalist from the Exotech News Network is around and wants to interview you guys on live television for all the viewers back home to see what's exactly going on Boreas and how the rebellion's being handled. And there's the people of Flintstrup, which you've kind of interacted with very sparingly, but now here's a better opportunity to get to know them. And all of them, at least some of the NPCs here anyway, have been listed. There's the people from Exotech. There's 3 people there that you would know of. And then there's 5 people in the Flintstrup area that you know. Or that you would have had to have talked to at least once. Get gear and things like that. Or going to the bar and getting your arms ripped off.
Don't know who would do something like that.
Meanwhile, I just realized in the map we have for the hangar that Irsa's mech isn't in the in the berth at all. I was like, there's not only 5 of us. What the hey?
The drones stole it. They're taking it for a joyride.
I mean, that's just more of a comment that it's just not there.
Either the drones or Heathcliff uploaded himself into it and he's enjoying having a body.
There it is.
I am my own man now, Jonathan.
knowing Johnny, that could have actually been the case.
I wouldn't upload him in. I don't want my slave to rebel.
I mean, considering how mysterious Johnny is, shit like that could go down with Heathcliff.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it's up to you guys which one you'd like to tackle first, or you can do a bit of which one do you guys would like to tackle first? I know there's some NPCs here that at least Frost would be interested in at least one of them.
if I can make a suggestion, I'd say we do the public relations
Yeah, that
public
one.
relations one first.
There you go.
Basically, to rip the band-aid off quickly before it gets awkward.
You don't want to rip the band-aid off of being on live TV.
There is also the 3 other squads. There's Gamma, Delta, and Kappa.
Kappa.
They're all in this area, by the way. And
I'd like to talk to them.
pilots are there. The names of their mechs as well. Yeah, you can chat with those people if you like.
I don't think we need a bunch of chumps stealing our Sigma Thunder.
Yeah, well, Johnny, there's fewer and fewer of us out there. We could really use some people to watch our back.
Yeah, I guess. Damn. But consider this, boss. Look at how long it took just the 6 of us to learn to almost sort of trust each other a little bit. Now imagine that multiplied by however many squads there are with each of their individual members. And building up trust will take more time than the actual campaign.
What you forget in this situation is that we have to work together.
That's debatable, but continue.
We are in one squad. We are more or less forced to work together. With the other squads, the least we can do is be on speaking terms.
All right.
Hans stands up.
We don't have to sit. We don't have to sit around a campfire singing "Kumbaya" with them. We just have to, at least to get to know them a little bit.
Okay.
Put a hand on Alex's shoulder. Alex is right. We at least got to say hello, make sure that we all know that we're out there, and could use some help if there's any in the area.
My computer's freaking out, so I gotta restart real quick.
Alright.
All right. Well,
I was gonna...
I may not agree, but I know when I'm outvoted.
Yeah, I was gonna say... Dunban's just kind of... He's just kind of been listening the entire time. He's just like, as long as they allow me to get away with wanton murder the enemy, I really don't care.
Relax, you little psychopath. You'll get to spill plenty of blood in due time.
You also like walked in like what did I miss?
We're gonna try and make friends.
Quote
Right?
unquote.
It's a big world out there.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe not everyone in that big old world is a completely terrible human being.
Are we getting paid for this?
I don't think we're gonna get paid to make friendly with the other core members.
Just slowly.
Theoretically speaking, there is a chance that they may pay us to get extra friendly with them, if you know what I'm saying.
They'll pay us
We're
to
not
shut up.
prostituting out ourselves.
It's an option, okay? Let's not rule it out yet. We might need money.
I think it's more of a case of they'll pay us to never talk to them ever again.
That's even better. I think that we can actually do that.
Okay, that means Johnny, don't shut up.
I never do. You know that takes me back a bit. Back on Homeworld. It was possible to get a career as a street musician, but instead of actually being good at music, people would pay you to be silent for about 10 minutes, then you'd start playing again. Then someone else pays you. It worked.
What, were you playing a fiddle terribly and out of tune?
No, I'm amazing at fiddle. I wasn't ever one of those. I can fiddle with the best of them. What kind of country boy would I be if I couldn't fiddle?
He just shrugs.
Yeah, exactly. Not much of one.
I'm just trying to think of, like, if not the fiddle, what the hell was he playing?
Banjo. I'm not a banjo guy.
Okay, what did I miss? Because my computer is booting back up and it's going to take a little bit.
Johnny's good at playing the fiddle, horrible at the banjo.
And Dunban
Oh
suggesting
my
that
God.
we annoy the other teams.
Banjo-Kazooie.
I was gonna say, and Dunban has suggested that we annoy the other team to the point that they will pay us to never talk to them again.
Oh my god.
Well, hey now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just meet them first, all right? Jeez.
Actually, Hans raises a good point. There is a chance that they may be just as annoying as we are, and we'll just sort of mesh together and be the best of friends. It's a win-win scenario for us, really. Either we'll make friends or we'll get paid.
How dare you call me annoying?
Oh my god.
I'll call you whatever I want to.
He just kind of pulls his knife out and he's just like, you want to fight with those words?
Whoa,
You
Red
know-
Fang! Calm
You know
down.
what?
Please, calm the hell down.
Fenris, actually, real quick. I never got to actually ask my question to you, which was, do you want to rule that, like, Johnny and Alex possibly did some, like, cross-training because Alex teaches sword fighting, Johnny teaches shooting, and those are the things that they learned?
I mean, I don't think Alex would say no to a chance to beat the shit out of Johnny for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
And Johnny wouldn't say no to a chance to flex his sniping skills.
What sniping skills?
The ones that I pumped my guns up really high to earn.
Joke's on you.
I mean,
Snipers are based off of theory.
Yeah, well, you snipe using computers. I just do it with my own body. So really, I'm the better one. Eventually, that fancy tech of yours, gonna break down, gonna get stolen, gonna get hacked, gonna do whatever the hell technology does that makes it stop. You'll be left worthless. If my stuff breaks down, I'm good.
I mean, you're the one who needs an AI to help you pilot a mech.
We're not talking about mechs here.
Big words for a guy that got outshot by a man with one arm. Oh yeah, speaking of that.
Okay, let me just make sure everything's okay on my computer.
Anyway, back to the relevant theme. You want to go a few rounds with a knife, Dunny? I'll take you up on that. Alex, your prized pupil is about to demonstrate what you have taught.
My money's on Dunban.
Tully's just getting the first aid kit ready. She knows she can't stop this now.
Hans is just gonna disappear back to his quarters.
He's not about to bear witness to the stupidity of Johnny and Dunban.
Okay, so everything's looking fine. I'm going to bring everything back up. I'm just going to do some error checking real quick.
Alright.
Okay.
Also, I have a lore question for us.
But I can be in Discord.
Oh, me.
I have a lore question.
Yep.
Are we when it comes to AC course, do we do with the it's a miniature black hole, or is it like nuclear? Wait, I can't, because we've discussed so many different ways. I can't remember.
Oh, how the AC is powered?
Yeah.
I think it has a hydrogen fuel cell in it. The fun fact, the super old lore for Payload is that yes, they were powered by miniature black holes.
Uh-oh.
So just like in Turn A Gundam?
Yeah, they all had quantum singularities as their power source, which is why they violently exploded the way that they did.
Hmm?
And then I wasn't allowed to have fun anymore, and then we made something more reasonable.
Well, imagine cracking a bunch of those all at once. You could, create a real black hole.
You could destroy a planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got kind of dumb, but I thought it was hilarious.
Of course you would.
Oh, you know.
Okay.
I mean, how do you know that there aren't mechs out there right now being powered by black holes?
Second question.
Yes.
How hard would it be to make a miniature black hole?
Not for you. Oh, sorry. I meant to say, no, you can't. Not right. You don't have the facilities for it. I don't even think you even have the training for that.
I just had to ask because I was washing my hands. I was like, I gotta figure out how to destroy this submarine, and then it came to me.
Yes,
If we were to put a miniature black hole in a torpedo and shoot it at the submarine.
This isn't 40K first.
I know, but it was a funny idea. And I know you're thinking like, man, that's a cool idea. You'll probably let me do it out of coolness.
Don't assume, Frost.
Yeah,
Or it will be I shooting the vortex torpedo at you.
Yeah, that's just the question I had because I was curious.
Well, Frost, if you wish to pursue something like that, we can maybe work something out. I don't have any guarantees for you, though.
Because I really just hate those submarines. I know I'm building a fucking submarine missile.
Well, the other option is let somebody else handle it.
So what's going to happen with the whole scuffle bullshit? Because Tali's still getting the med kit ready.
Are they actually gonna fight? Is that what Johnny and Dunban's gonna do? Are they gonna fight?
Alex just looks at Johnny and goes in a slightly sarcastic tone. No, please, don't.
Oh no.
Wait, stop, come back.
Don't do it.
You should have learned by now, the best way to get me to do something is to tell me not to do it.
Okay, roll contested melee.
Alright.
How do we do this?
roll your melee and your whatever you're going to be using for your attribute. Dexterity or body, whichever is higher. Go ahead.
You mean agility or body?
Yes.
Okay.
Agility, dexterity, you know the one.
I'll let Johnny roll first.
Ever the sportsman you are.
I mean, he's the one that issued the challenge.
I did. Can I try and finagle using my wits for this?
Your wits?
Yeah, I want to read this man like an open book.
You have a do you have an affinity that might be useful for this?
I do?
Is it the
I
eagle
said
eye
do
thing?
you?
Oh, not currently. So I'll just go with a no. Whatever. It's still 6
well,
die.
Then no wits for you. Roll melee.
It's still 6 die. Let's see.
Alright.
Pretty good.
Alright.
Okay. You got
Combat
two,
knife,
two.
8+, so that is 2 successes.
All right. Dunban, do the thing.
Alright, so my combat 8+, 8 dice. Le boop. Let me double see what I'm at. Because the thing is, I can make that 3, or I can make his 1. Either way, I win.
You're gonna use all your premonition rolls.
No, wait, no.
Right
No. Because I'm realizing that it's 8s, not 7s. I'm dumb. I'm still used to old rules. So,
What happened?
I'm trying to think if he would even have any affinity to help with this, because you said that the Swordmaster is only for like the really long blade and not the knife.
Are you specifically using a knife?
I mean,
A kniff.
That was the challenge that was issued.
yeah,
it
it was a knife.
fight. Okay.
It was a knife fight. So the
All right.
only thing I could think of would be the street, the streetwise, since you know he's more familiar with like dirty tactics, but don't know if that would really help.
I'll let you re-roll 2 dice.
Okie dokie.
Let's see what happens.
Boop. All right.
One
okay.
success.
All right. So at first the fight seems to be going like very much in Johnny's favor, and then you start pulling some shit on him, and and it starts not going his way. But he manages to disarm you, and your knife clatters across the room onto the floor.
Alright, Hans is gonna step back into the room and catch the knife with his boot. He's now dressed in some very ill-fitting military dress attire. It's still a little tight from the last time he used it.
He caught it in his boot, doesn't he? That had to hurt.
I mean, it might be.
No, he's catching it as it's sliding across the ground.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was described to be doing?
Yeah, it's on the
Yeah,
ground.
you said he said catching it in his boot.
No, he said with. Anyway.
I'm just...
Actually, I did think of an affinity I might be able to use.
Well, it's too late now. Let
All right.
Rick do his thing. He's doing the thing.
Alright,
Yeah.
so I'm evoking an affinity for this, which
Okay.
is ex-military planetary and void ops experience.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right.
And he's gonna begin barking. Soldiers, form up! We are having ourselves a field day of getting to know the locals. I want you to look and act your best. And he's just gonna shoot a cold glitter at the two who are fighting. He's gonna kick the knife back over to Dunban.
I was gonna say, you're saying
Judging
this
by
as...
this fight, I am very much acting my best.
I was gonna say, Dunban's pulling out a second knife during the middle of that.
Hey, put that away.
Peace has cost you your strength, Dunban. Victory has defeated you.
He
My
just-
point is, I want you all looking your very best. I want to make the best impression with the people of this planet.
I'll get my coat.
I'll give you guys 20 minutes to get everything in order.
Sir, yes, sir.
Dunban just points the knife at Johnny. We'll settle this later.
It's already been settled, Dunban.
You don't want to incite this man. He will keep fighting regardless of what's been told to him.
I mean, out of
Dunban-
character for a moment, it says
Oh,
a
hold on,
lot
Frank.
if when an emotionally cold character is more morally sound than Dunban, who has a sister to look out for.
And now Johnny is suffering from the dumb ban everywhere system.
I mean,
Dunban, I need you to. There's something that we definitely forgot about. Roll for pants.
God damn it!
you know what? All right. Which one is which? Which one is which?
All right, evens you do, odds you don't. Roll.
Uh-oh.
No,
Yeah, today's a no pants day. I see.
that's normal.
He's wearing shorts instead.
No, like he's in his usual half-dress state.
I want Dunban to wear cargo shorts. I don't know why. I just think it'd be funny.
Trying to think what he.
You got boxers with the Wayfinder logo all over them.
They got little
Bunch of
kangaroos
little
on 'em.
kangaroos.
It still says something that Dunban's in.
Alex is gonna use this opportunity, give Dunban a look, one look at his boxers, back to his face, and say, "Nice boxers, but put pants on." Knife nut.
And just kind of.
Couldn't have won it.
A dome to get a jacket.
Couldn't have won if you hadn't taught me so well, Al.
He just kind of offhandedly like waves the knife, and he's just like, "Trust me, I'm wearing pants. You're asking me to wear trousers." And he just picks up his other knife and trots
Around
off.
here, we speak American. I'm gonna go off to my room.
What the hell's an
Fake
American?
American.
And he's just like, "What's an American?"
I'm canonizing something. Johnny's home planet is called Murka. Murka.
Well, we have a planet like that. It's called Liberty.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I mean it's like an entire planet of American backwoods.
We have a planet like that. It's called Liberty.
Oh, we do?
Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
god!
It's called Liberty.
It's called Liberty. Yes.
Oh my lord!
Awesome.
I mean, we've settled that Dunban's AriZonia, so yeah.
No joke. There's a planet out there called Liberty. It's full of America.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
Oh, and
baby
weebs. There's
Johnny
lots of
can have...
weebs there too.
God damn it!
Wouldn't that be Iwakura?
No. See, no. Iwakura has like it's proper Nipponese thing going on. Liberty, everybody's just like Animu.
But I was
Liberty has a lot of Japanese stuff going on because Dimaki helped them gain independence.
I was also going to say that it says a lot about
the whole
Dunban.
cowboy samurai thing.
It says a lot about Dunban that he's trotting around in like probably whatever shirt he might have, and his boxers, and he still has knives on him. Multiple knives.
I was imagining he's got like a little like a knife holster that straps around his thigh. One of those things.
He's like the Scottish. He just has knives hidden everywhere on him.
The Scots did it right.
Exactly. But yeah, he begrudgingly is going to follow the order of at least getting dressed. He's not looking forward to it, but he will.
He puts on a kilt.
He's not putting on a kilt. He's not Scottish, he's Welsh.
Well,
Or
I'm
what?
gonna go put on the really nice, cool coat that I have in my character art from Blaz.
You could rock a kilt if you wanted to.
I could, but I don't know.
I'm not talking about Johnny. I'm talking about Dunban.
I should actually come up with something that like slightly on the fancier side for Dunban, because like basically his standard look is closer to like not quite biker, I guess is the weird style I went for.
Yeah, very bikery.
It's
Street
mostly
rat.
jacket. Well, yeah, he's a street
Hans
rat.
is gonna bend down and pick up the knife that's still on the floor and
I said-
slowly hand it to
I was gonna
Dunban.
say, I said he picked that up.
Oh, I thought you said he draws another knife. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
He
he
did.
did. He did draw another knife, but then he picked up the knife
Oh,
on the floor.
alright.
So
You,
he's just
you-
got
you-
I'm gonna
two.
point at
You
Dunban's
slid it
waist and
back to
go,
him.
at least tuck your shirt in, soldier.
No guarantees.
I'm imagining now that when the Blossom Dance starts up, it sounds like a Harley.
If only I knew what that sounded like, but I'll take your word
A
for it.
motorcycle.
I know what a Harley is. I'm just saying I don't know what that sounds like.
Like a motorcycle, they all sound pretty much the same.
Oh, you just started a big fight across the internet.
Maybe I did, but I don't know anything about motorcycles. I only pretend to because Johnny probably would.
But yeah, no. His only response to tuck your shirt in is no promises.
Well, again, I'm using my military experience here to kind of press it. You will tuck your shirt in while you're on camera, soldier.
And then you feel compelled.
I'm just
I'll make a
wondering
roll if
because
you want me to make a roll.
I was gonna say Dunban has his own military thing, which means he's probably just as boar-headed about military drill type stuff. Like, what's that gonna do?
Hey,
Is this like a roll-off of the two hard-headed ones or something?
Yeah.
Sure. All right. So we're gonna do so for tough break.
Yeah.
You need to make a presence and
Charisma?
check.
Yeah.
Since you're evoking
Or-
ex-military, I'll let you succeed at a 7.
All
I
right.
was gonna say, since
Tolly's getting the med kit ready again.
And Ari, I need you to roll me.
I'll be right back. I'm getting a snack.
I need you to roll me presence and. Let's see. What would be good for pig-headedness?
I was gonna say, wouldn't this be more of like a resolve test since he's trying to stand firm in his own convictions against someone else?
You know, that's true. So we're gonna do resolve and endurance. But you're succeeding on 8.
All right, so that's 3 dice on 8s. All right.
I score a single success.
Okay.
Boop.
All right.
All right. So you're getting some hefty resistance from this one. Probably have to put him through the ringer later.
He's
A career-
boar-headed.
a career soldier-
You're not gonna win.
A career soldier meets a psychopath.
Well, he's
Mhm.
boar-headed. Like, like you're not getting through him easily.
Hans is gonna tuck his shirt in for him.
just
All right.
Are you
manhandle
sure
her.
you want to touch Dunban?
Yep. He sticks his big paw and shoves your shirt down. He doesn't even care if it looks good. He just
Big meaty hands.
Dunban, you're getting manhandled.
Am I rolling for being manhandled?
I mean, if you want to roll for it, you're just gonna let it happen. I mean, it's up to you.
How do I roll resistance to manhandling?
Make an opposed brawl check, body and brawl.
Okay.
Opposed, meaning I roll.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you rolled body and brawl.
We're both rolling the same.
Yeah.
Succeeding on 8s, I'll take it.
Yes.
Alright,
What even is this?
let's see what Hans gets.
We're just gonna figure this out.
See on 8 this success.
Yeah, I think he succeeds in the manhandling.
All right,
Holy
let's
crap.
stop that response.
But he steps away and he says, "Looks good. All right, everybody, ready in." He looks at his watch. 10 minutes.
Dunban would definitely be folding his arms if he could. He's basically just pouting.
Hey boss, are we going in armed or no weapons?
Well, bring your best weapon with you. We're trying to show off for the boys. Maybe we can have competition between squads.
Aye.
Ooh, I get to bring my fire sword. Perfect.
So Tolly is bringing her first aid kit with her in her bag.
Just roll for being manhandled. Why was that funny?
Aw.
Well, you know, it just is. So, Dunban, you just got manhandled by a superior officer, and now your shirt's tucked in.
He's not happy.
And since you got 3 successes, it's actually tucked in pretty well. You don't look like an absolute slob.
Well, he doesn't ever look like a slum. It's just that he doesn't appreciate other people doing shit for him.
It had to be done, soldier.
You catch him just mouthing, "It had to be done," like in the mocking way.
Right. So
I foresee
Oh, sorry.
this plan going off without any issues whatsoever.
It's going to go pear-shaped is what it's going to do.
You
Right,
know,
so
that
Hans,
defeatist attitude, that's why I beat you. You have already defeated yourself in your
See, why-
mind.
Why this was
Oh my-
happening? Why this was happening? Ursa just got up, walked into a room, came back wearing this fancier robes.
Robes, but fancy. TM.
Yeah, Hans would be crossing Ursa in the hall as he's heading back to his room, and he goes, "Hey, looking good." He's giving a thumbs up.
I got my best robes.
I can tell those are fancy.
And then the ravens just fly after her, land on her shoulders, and the dog also follows.
Tali is just wearing what she normally wears because she normally doesn't look horrible when she's, even just casually dressed.
You see, these robes are fancy because the blue is brighter, and the silver inlays that are usually on her robes are gold now.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Like I said, Johnny's wearing the cool long coat that he has in his character art.
Plot twist: Irsa just has RGB compatibility with her robes.
It's just the nano camo from Valhalla.
Yep.
Alex looks pretty much like always, just a bit cleaned up.
Oh, you know.
Hair brushed, clothing a bit straightened out, clothing fancy. She looks presentable, but she doesn't go overboard.
You're not even dressed in ancient Greek style. It's a shame.
I was gonna say, prior to the manhandling dungeon, like his case of "I'm dressing my best" is attempting to put his hair in a ponytail. So
Put some clean clothes on. What do you want?
Can Tali see this? Ari?
Huh?
Can Tali see dumb man struggling to put his hair in a ponytail?
I'm gonna say he actually probably is able to make do by himself with it. Because
Okay.
it's like at the base of his neck, so. If it was like really high up, then maybe, but it's one of those ones at the base of his neck, so it really doesn't matter.
Right on. Well, Hans walks back into the common room. He's got his smart machine gun slung over his shoulder, and he's struggling to suck his gut in so it doesn't look too obvious. He's put on a little since he last wore this.
I mean, I got all the weapons in my character. I got my sniper rifle slung over my back. Got my knife in my boot and a laser pistol on each hip.
Yeah, Dunman just has fire sword. Because fire sword.
Tali just has usually what she carries on her.
Mhm.
So you guys are gonna go to the interview first?
Yeah, I guess Hans is going to report to Lieutenant Brian. We're heading out for the day. We're beginning our public affairs program that we talked about.
Oh, yes. Here, they wanted me to give you this when you were ready. It's directions to the where they're setting up a temporary studio.
Oh, very good. He's going to fold the piece of paper and slide it into his inner coat pocket. He gives him a proper military stance and salutes on his way out the door, which is usually uncharacteristic.
Hans, are you going to die?
Die? Why would I die?
Look, I'm not saying that you'll get killed because I think it's safe to say that you are a phenomenally talented fighter in a mech and out. But I'm just saying, you're acting like there's some kind of big finality here, you know? Throwing a salute at the lieutenant, dressing up your best, bringing all the weapons.
You're collecting death flags.
Yeah.
W-
Oh
all
shit,
that-
we're all
that-
collecting
All
them.
that missing is showing pictures of your family back home around.
We talked about our family, our families, all of us did a couple weeks ago.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Bold of you to
Someone
assume I
said
can
it-
die.
Someone said it was sad that Alex doesn't miss what she never had.
Yeah.
Specifically parents.
Yeah, but you'd miss us.
Well, I guess you put the old
And
back
and the
on
bird-
and you fall right back in line like a good soldier. It's just habit. He shrugs and he walks down.
I've never been a soldier. I don't know how it works. And I'll go after hands.
Bold of you to assume I can die.
And the bird's trying to steal my cereal. No. you
No,
can't
the
have this.
cereal.
All right, so you guys head out of the berth and you catch a ride into. Well, I mean, this town isn't terribly big. I mean, you can pretty much walk there if you wanted to. And you head towards some of the. They have an industrial park here. Actually, be pretty close to where the berth is because they would want all that kind of stuff in the same spot. And one of the buildings there, a few of these places have been emptied out because there's just people not really working there anymore. And one of them is currently being occupied by the news crew. They're setting up all of their sanding equipment, all their lighting equipment inside. It's this kind of just a big empty room. And they're kind of trying to brighten it up with... they got some kind of fancy furniture in there, a big rug on the floor where they're going to be filming primarily. But the rest of it is just kind of like a blank, kind of dark room.
So basically, got some stage lighting and a nice rug.
And a couple of nice chairs.
Is there a makeup department around here to make us all look pretty?
As a matter of fact, there is.
Shit.
There's about half a dozen people here.
Well, they got themselves a whole damn thing set up. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's right. We got to put on a good show for everybody today.
Yeah.
So if
Is there-
anybody
is
thinks
there
they can
a,
improve from it, take your hand at the makeup roulette.
Is there like a producer around here to talk to? I feel like we should know if there's any ground rules we're not supposed to be breaking.
And one of the, as you guys kind of walk in and start looking around, one of the guys on the camera turns around and says, "Oh, hey, are you, what is it, Sigma Squad?"
Yep, that's right. Hans is walking forward and he extends a hand to shake this dude's hand.
Oh, great. Yeah, your commanding officer said you'd be by today. Listen, have you done one of these before?
Just one.
Never in my life.
Nope.
We had one at the beginning of the session or end of session 0. I mean.
Indeed. Never done one in my life.
Oh, that's true. You walked in at the last second.
Yeah.
Mostly just some interrogations.
I may not have experience, but I know how to make a dramatic entrance.
All
How
right,
about you
so,
go ground rules for us anyways, just to refresh our memory.
So this is a live program. It's going to be sent out on all the subspace channels. So people back on, all the way even to Mars will be able to get this in real time.
Mars?
So just be aware of that. Try to avoid using any sort of foul language or any graphic language. Censors don't really like that.
Right.
We pretty much get charged for every bleep. So yeah, don't do that.
Do we have any information of who's going to be seeing this?
Oh, everybody who tunes into ENN, the Exotech News Network. Everybody's tied into that.
Exotech News Network. Okay.
Yeah,
it's
all
about
right.
3 planets, 3 worlds all tied in. That's about.
A lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really big number of people. And wherever people can get it on their whatever streaming services they got on, and wherever they're from.
Space Skype, Space Netflix.
Basically,
Alright.
Cosmina,
Spaceflix.
the interviewer, she's basically just gonna be asking me about how the war's going and things like that. You know, just respond truthfully. And by truthfully, you know what I mean, right?
Make you guys look good.
Yeah, that's what the higher ups want. Just
Okay.
you got it. Yeah, this will be fine.
I mean,
Alright.
to be
As soon as you
fair,
say that, this guy's attitude like completely changes. He's like, "Oh, thank God, I don't have to."
I mean,
Look, we'll make you look good if you keep making us look good. I don't think we'll have issue.
Alex, metaphorically speaking, elbows away into the conversation. Technically speaking, I haven't seen Exotech forces do anything morally reprehensible. That's more on the rebels' part. So don't worry about that.
Oh well.
And that is actually a factual statement. That's not something I doctored.
Did you pull out of your ass?
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still here, which probably means something.
I think it'd be best if you don't talk, Dunban.
Hans
shut
is
up.
gonna shape up, and he's gonna stand before the group, and he goes, "All right, listen up, Red Fang. Here's how we're gonna do this. I want everybody on that camera. We're gonna have one of us speaking at a time. I'll sit in the front row and introduce myself as active squad leader, and I want everybody around and say what they've been doing to help out around here. Any memorable moments that you've had, and again, make it nice and fluffy for Exotech so they get their ratings up. I think if we do a good job here, we'll make a fine impression, and they could afford us more benefits."
Oh, believe me, I'm gonna be acting my heart out, not just for Exotech though.
Well, that's great, but there's one final thing. If we get to a subject matter that's a little dicey, I want the person next to the speaker to give them a little hint, not so obvious nudge. And if it persists, we're just going to simply state, we're not answering that question at this time.
Okay.
All right, as long as we're all on the same page. The number one thing I don't want to get out, and he leans in really close for a huddle, don't tell them that the squads are dropping like flies out there, okay?
I don't know what you're talking about. We're winning this battle very easily.
That's what I want to hear.
And if anything, if they persist, at the very best, we'll tell them is that there's only just a lot of injuries, no casualties.
It'll take more than this to put down the fighting force of Exotech.
Yeah, if you're not sure about a question's answer, you just say, "I believe Exotech has made a statement about that." You could refer to their website.
I don't think that'd be such a good idea because in this day and age, a lot of people aren't as, I don't know, gullible.
Well, that's
You'd
why I
be
want you
surprised.
to answer truthfully and honestly, but clearly, if you get the signal, just stop talking in your best way possible.
Actually, DJ, that statement is quite the reverse, actually.
Was it that for most of her life, Tali's only been around competent people?
Or that could be the case. People in this day and age are just as gullible as they are now, if not worse.
As I have always been.
So I'm glad you brought up the that kind of talking in turns thing, because I was going to mention to you guys. So aside from maybe imparting some personal anecdotes to the interview, how I was imagining this was going to work is that she's going to ask a question, and then I was wanting to get you guys to answer in. Not all of you have to answer, just only one of you has. But then, as soon as she asks the next question, the next person in the list has to answer the question. So basically, everybody gets a chance to talk. And
Question question.
If an uncomfortable question comes up, you have to answer it somehow and role play your way out of not maybe answering the question.
I like that.
I have a question
So-
about the questions first.
Yes, hi. What do you want?
What is a question that I really want to answer?
Then you got to sit down and shut up and let the other person answer the question.
That's the price you
You're
got.
kind of out of luck, unfortunately.
Before we,
Would it be
Before-
okay if there's a question one of our kids just wanted to answer? Can we signal? I just thought I would ask.
Now, you see, how I was imagining this going is that, or at least how I would imagine the interview kind of being like perceived, that they would each like interview you guys separately and then ask you guys like the same questions. They would just kind of splice them all together.
Okay.
That's, okay, that doesn't actually work live.
we'll just do it how
It
we
could
do
just be
it.
a group interview.
Yeah. All right. So what I'll let you guys do is, if there's a question that you really want us to answer, I'll let you each of you guys get one like what a question interception, I guess. And you have to figure out when and where you want to use it, and you only get one.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I know there's one. If this type of question ever pumps up, I know what I'm using it for.
Oh no.
I'm
Before
gonna grab
we,
some water because I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking here. So
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Take 5.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just really validating all my Steam games just because of that bullshit that happened on my computer.
Ugh.
Also, I'm not going to tell you guys what kind of question I'm waiting for. Just know if it pops up, you're going to know how I'm going to interject.
Oh boy.
No, it's still it's not something that like because it's just that when I restart my computer, the BIOS booted and scanned my local disk.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just making sure like everything's spick and span.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did error checking on my local disk, nothing, everything's fine. It's just more like a paranoia thing.
I mean, fair.
Mainly because I uninstalled ISS Express because like I only use that with Visual Studio, and that's when shit started breaking.
Ah.
So I'm not sure if it was just because of a restart or whatever. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess while we're just kind of waiting for Blaz to return, I'll pop something in the images and music and probably pop it on stream real fast.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's nothing. It's nothing
What
to
is it?
worry about. Just
What are we
This
not
is-
worrying about?
this is probably just what done.
He looks like a bartender.
Nice, very cool.
Yeah,
Is
for
that what
the
you're going for, Ari? Bartender?
not quite.
Very cool.
I was trying to think.
Did you just draw that right now?
Yeah.
Damn.
You
you're fast.
doubt Ari's. You do not know the skills that Ari has.
I'm not questioning skill. I'm questioning speed.
Yeah, for reference on stream, this is what I drew up. Like I was trying for the reference of the characters, like trying to balance out what he actually wears with the whole concept of, oh hey, futuristic time point.
No, so Ari's pulled out a sketch in what, like 30 minutes before?
Damn.
20.
If I may make one critique, he's got big feet.
Yeah, don't listen, man. This has been like a 10-minute sketch. Shut up.
Well, I'm just saying.
He's wearing some clodhoppers.
Like I just kind of
maybe he's actually Dutch and he's got some big wooden shoes. Like,
No.
come on.
no. But yeah, just kind of as a reference of this is what he considers presentable.
Before we go out on stage, I want to talk to my space Apple Watch. I want to ask Heathcliff to record this interview and save it.
Oh man. Bold of you to
You get a
assume you
thumbs up
can't.
emoji on your phone.
I was gonna say, bold of you to
I
assume
send one back.
you just can't go to like space YouTube and find the interview.
Space Hulu.
I don't want to have to wait. I want it instantly.
I want it now.
All right. So since we're going to be starting with with the commanding officer. So we're gonna go. Basically, we're gonna use the order here that we have, the alphabetical order we got here.
That's fine.
So we're gonna start with.
We'll reverse
start
it,
with
is what you're
Dan.
saying?
Huh?
Are we reversing it, or you start with me and then go back from the top down?
I'll start with you, and we're gonna go up. Upwards.
Oh, that works for me. Reverse order then.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting next to Ursa, Ursa's sitting next to Alex, and then in the back row we got DJ, or sorry, my mistake, Talon and Dunbear.
The guy that doesn't want to be here.
Too bad.
Bird. Wait.
He does look
Well,
like a
Hans
bartender.
takes his spot on the seat, and he's trying to make his suit jacket look good and not, completely bulging. He has not only put on mass in his stomach, but he's actually put on more muscle since the last time he's worn this.
Nice.
You see, like Yosa just looks over, sees that he's fitting with it, and starts leans on one hand, her mechanical hand over, and starts helping them with it. And
Thank you.
sometimes,
Thank you very kindly.
sometimes it requires a machine touch.
That's right. Yeah, you note that he's not wearing both of his leg braces. He has like the slim-lined wireframe version on just his, and he has no squad markers on him except for the logo for the acting squad leader.
Oh yeah, that was actually something I was gonna mention, but it's not inherently important. But Dunban's actually got his right arm uncovered for once, which
What does it look like?
scarred up.
Wait,
Mm.
wait, what?
I said that Dunban's got his right arm uncovered. Like he's actually got both sleeves rolled up instead of just the one. And his right arm covered in scars. The ever present, why do you not get that fixed?
Hmm.
All right, you guys ready to go?
I suppose.
Okay. And then out from a back door, you see it opens up, and a bunch of white light spills in from the outside. And then you see, you hear the clip clop of heels on concrete as this woman starts walking towards you. Appears to be your interviewer. And before she sits down, she introduces herself to all of you. Her name is Cosmina, and she works for Exotech TV. And she'll be interviewing you this afternoon, or rather, what time is it? Oh, this morning, yes.
Morning interviews. Perfect.
Well, Hans just flashes a smile, and he nods as the host enters.
Ow.
And it looks like she's got a pad, which may contain all the questions, or at least some notes anyway, that she wants to give to you. And she sits across from you in another chair, and she looks to the camera crew, and they give her a nod. And then the guy on the camera gives her puts up his hand. Okay, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. He points at her, and then she gets right into her introduction, saying hello to the people who are now tuning in just now. And she is here on Boreas, interviewing with one of the mercenary squads that have so graciously joined the Operation Avalanche in an attempt to retake Boreas from the rebels. More specifically, she is here with acting squad leader Hans Tough.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having us on today. And good morning to all the people out there. They give a little wave.
So, Commander, how would you say that the operation has been going thus far on Boreas?
Well, I want to thank you for that question, because I actually have a lot of confidence that Operation Avalanche is going to go down as one of Exotech's most successful operations. Boy, we have really taken these rebels by storm, and we're restoring all of the natural and important amenities to the citizens of this world. Why, we got the agriculture back online, or agri-cluster, I apologize. And we restored power from the steam station, so we got the lights on and food on the tables. I'd say that's doing pretty good. He gives a cocky smirk.
And these the citizens that are being harassed by these rebels, how would you say that they are currently being treated by them?
Well, the rebels are genuinely uncaring.
Oh, that's actually a question for Frost. He's the.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was a new question. So he'll hand the microphone over to Frost. Rather to your.
You said how the people are being treated by the rebels?
Yes.
Well, she pulls up a holographic pie chart.
Holographic pie chart.
She's got props.
I say the rebels are generating a 87% unhappiness rate.
What is this, SimCity?
What kind of statistics?
Do you have any statistics to back that up, Ursa? Or Miss what's your last name? Volden. Miss Volden. So she's asking you this one directly.
I'm sorry, this is funny.
But I'm going to use my luck nuts of fate that instead of rolling, I'm just gonna. Is it okay if I say I looked this up before I used it?
Okay,
You're
so
gonna take the opportunity to look at your phone.
So in knowing that you were going to be going to an interview today, I'm assuming you guys would have probably planned a little bit ahead of time as to what you.
Yeah.
And then so if you already had this pie chart already made, I would have assumed that you would have done some research beforehand.
Yeah,
because
because I was under the assumption that because most of the people we've been dealing with were unhappy. I'm like, well, most of the people we have actually been meeting were unhappy, so.
All right, make a intelligence and academics roll to give her those. Oh, excuse me, those statistics. How you made that pie chart?
Could someone roll me that with 2 rerolls? Well, 3 rerolls actually, because currently I have a hand deep in meatloaf.
What's
man,
the roll?
It should be on my phone. Give me
I
one
think it's
second.
academics and intelligence.
I have
Yeah.
a hand deep in.
Academics intelligence. That's 6 dice, and I don't know
3
if
rerolls.
that's Oh, 3 rerolls.
So what would the difficulty would be for Blast?
8.
I can't get over the meatloaf comment.
I don't know if you're gonna need rerolls. You got a 9 and a 10.
All right, so you basically back up your pie chart with some recordings you have of previous missions, interactions that you've had with the populace, and that seems generally agreeable to her. She's okay, all right. And these rebels, have you found out exactly why they are doing what they do? Why they would want to rise up against Exotech and try to free this planet?
I take it that's a new question.
That's a new question for Fenris.
Alex clears his throat a little. Up until this point, we do not know why or exactly how they did it. At this point, we do not know of their motivations in detail. What we know is some talk about a glorious revolution, but that could just be propaganda speak for them. As such, but that is just the opinion of a single freelancing mercenary. So I do not know if Exotech military intelligence has a better idea than I do. So, yeah. We are pretty much If you ask for my personal opinion, I'm a bit split between between doing it just because they were bored or doing it following the whole Liberty incident. But apart from that, I do not know. I hope that came through clearly.
It did.
What is the opinion? What would be your opinion on the idea of the Liberty incident? Do you think that people that are have quote unquote thrown off the shackles of corporate authority, do you think that they have the ability to fend for themselves and to be able to govern themselves?
I'd like to use my question interception for this.
Damn.
Okay.
Ah shit!
Oh, damn.
Come on! I had a good land prepared for that.
That was a new question that was going to be directed at DJ, but Anon King is jumping in with his.
Okay, go for that then, because I.
I think
Pick
I'm
the
in a good position to answer this, having grown up on Liberty myself. The circumstances surrounding the Liberty incident and this rebellion here are vastly different. Exotech Corporation, as we know, the ones currently in control of Boreas, are as far from a tyrannical, oppressive government as you can get. They've been nothing but fair and just in their dealings towards the people, and I'd say that this rebellion maybe is most likely less about throwing off the corporate shackles, quote unquote, and more about fulfilling some other agenda that some leader of the rebellion may hold. And this isn't a baseless theory. You see, the technology that these rebels are
Hans is going to turn his head and just stare daggers at Johnny.
leveraging against us in our battle to reclaim this planet is not the kind of things you'd see in a sort of ragtag uprising like what happened on Liberty. These people are trained, dangerous, and well equipped, which makes me think that, which is why I believe that they're receiving external assistance. I won't point fingers at who because I have no way of knowing.
Hans just nods his head. Good, that's good.
And unfortunately, I'm unable to go into the specific natures of what technology they've leveraged, as that most of that information is classified. I'm sure you'll understand.
Cannon soldier.
Speaking of classified technologies, what could you perhaps enlighten the viewers at home what the nature of the Dark Star is? It has been captured on many different
occasions.
Yes, sorry.
Is that one still?
My word is just like bleh.
Is that one still going to me, or is this to someone else?
That one's being directed at DJ.
DJ.
I interject with this one.
Is your interjection?
No.
Okay.
I haven't used this yet. Everybody gets one. It's been captured on many different occasions, and yet no one's been able to explain where it came from, or what it's doing here, or who it belongs to.
Okay, then on that note, I'll be right back.
Perhaps as being somebody in the field, you can enlighten us and our viewers exactly what this thing is about.
Here, sir, reveals a bunch of photos of the Dark Star and the other mech refinances. We have both discovered there's Zon working with the rebels. As you could tell from these images, there's 100% evidence this is Zon tech.
Okay, Ursa, this question's directed at you. So you bring up Zon. Are you saying that the Boreas Liberation Front is being funded and backed and supported by Zon?
Hans is just slowly shaking his head.
I have a 95% certainty.
And what would be the other 5%?
they found it somewhere.
That is a very interesting theory. Found it on Boreas.
Yes, Zon's known for secret bases and such.
Johnny's gonna start making a subtle slashing motion across his throat.
No, they are known for making secret bases.
The motion is becoming less subtle.
Since Hans is sitting next to Yrsa, he's gonna actually touch his leg, which has the cuff on it, and bump it into Ursa's leg, kind of sharply. Oh, excuse me.
The old robo legs acting up again, boss.
Oh, Mr. Toughbreak, is that or Mr. Tough, is that an injury that you've received in the field here on Boreas?
No, this is an old war wound of mine. I received it back on the planet of Maximus.
Ah, I see.
Yep, that happened many, many moons ago, and I don't believe that's what we're here to talk about today. However, we want to state that we're only here to share the facts. We don't necessarily support these wild theories of seeds or found tech. We're here to get to the bottom of this, and we're going to do it.
Then it is the... Oh, well... Let me just rephrase that. All right, then perhaps, Miss Calvetti, what are the facts of the matter, then?
You asked
Well-
him. Oh, okay, he is back.
Well,
Regarding
What was
regarding the fighting power of these rebels, it's been stated that it is quite odd for them to be so well equipped and so well organized that they were able to take the planet so quickly.
well, while their benefactor is still yet to be determined, what is certain is that there definitely is an outside party assisting these rebels, probably for their own ends. Whether it's a rival company attempting to push exotech out of the picture, or someone else that has found possible resources or economic gain from occupying this this planet. But it's just the fact of the matter is, we're here to essentially help quell this rebellion and get everything back on track, and hopefully a peaceful manner with minimal bloodshed. Hello?
Yeah, sorry.
Hello?
Just,
Okay,
Hello?
I thought my internet died.
nope, I heard you.
No, so how's that answer, Plaz?
That's a pretty good answer.
Never doubt someone who has literally lied through their teeth before in front of a teacher several times.
Are we going back around in turn order? I think we got derailed because Yrsa spoke up.
No, that's this. DJ was next in turn order, then it's myself, and then
No, actually, you skipped over Hans, unless you count him answering that one.
Hans was the first one, and then it went to.
Yeah, it was Anon King, and then it goes right back over to Hans.
Dogman
what-
hasn't
what-
answered
I
any
did-
questions.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I'm sorry. I really apologize.
Anon interjected,
We're-
and then I interjected.
We are not going in order here. I don't
because
see the
people
order
keep-
exactly.
It's because people keep interjecting.
Yeah,
No, but I'm looking at our team order here in Discord. It's not the order we're going with, is it?
No,
It-
well, I
it's-
asked you, and then I asked Frost, and then I asked Fenris, and then I asked DJ a question, and then Anon King wanted to use his interjection to answer it, and then I asked DJ a
And I got
question
interjected
again, and then
again.
Frost wanted to interject it,
That's
and now
why
DJ's finally, yeah. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
I apologize. I was
Inter-
coming
Just
in
make
when
sure-
Anon King was talking. My turn.
And then at one point, I think you responded to what Anon King had said,
Yes.
and then she had asked you directly about something about your wounds. So that probably might have
I've been
sparked
keeping
things up
track.
there.
We're fine. It's just we keep getting interruptions upon the interruptions.
But everybody gets one, so just make sure you wrote down that you used yours somewhere. All right. So next question.
Oh boy.
Would you say that the well, you've mentioned that the Operation Avalanche has been going quite well so far, and yet we've gotten reports that one major team has gone completely missing in the northern regions of Boreas. Do you have any comments on that? Looking at Dunban.
Give me a moment. Alright. Give me a moment to get my composure for a second. Unfortunately, I do believe we are not in a position to give much comment, as most of the squads here on Boreas do work independently of one another.
Next question. Are you saying that the Exotech does not coordinate their strikes with their teams?
Is it still directed at...
Directing it at... That's the next question, which is directing at Johnny.
Alright.
Can I interject for this one?
Can you?
Do you want to?
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead.
You can indeed.
If I may, is that our commanding officer for this operation, Lieutenant Bryant, is still well within a contact with the upper brass, and we are indeed coordinating our operations with the upper brass, what they want, as well with other squads who have either finished their current operation or our goals happen to simply align. Because Blaz, what was the last squad we collaborated with for the power plant?
Samurai Squad.
Yep, Task Force.
Are they
Samurai.
still alive by chance?
They are most certainly still alive.
Okay, good. And we actually recently collaborated with another squad that goes by that under the alias of Samurai to reclaim that power plant. So we are most definitely organizing our strikes and planning accordingly. But as a lot of people know, a plan is only as good as the paper as it's written on. Things can happen on the field many a time, especially I would know because a lot of stuff that they teach you at for EMT training isn't covered when you actually go to actually help people, actually help someone on the scene.
Well, it's good to know that there is at least some organization going on, but the loss of life is definitely tragic. It is still unknown exactly what happened to them. Directing this question to Johnny.
Well, as much as I'd like to say that our Exotech intelligence division is omnipotent and has all the answers, we don't. It is our dearest hope that the missing squad is alive and well, and that our rescue operations will find and recover them sooner rather than later.
All right, we're looping back to Toughbreak now.
Yep, he takes the very tiny microphone in hand.
Wouldn't we just have wireless fobs?
I feel like we have the little ones pinned to like our shirts and stuff.
I thought we were passing one around.
You're the only one that said it.
Oh, it doesn't actually matter. It's just however you like to view it. Oh, shoot, I lost my question now.
No, your questions.
My questions.
Sorry.
Need those.
Okay.
And there goes the baby.
Oh,
Wait, what, Ari?
Dog.
Oh. You had me concerned for a moment.
Ah, yes, just casual. There goes the baby.
No, so like,
Okay,
how'd you
yeah,
like
we're-
that
it's
answer for that interjection? Oh, sorry, Baz.
so cycling back to Hans. There have been so much discussion online about the leader of the Boreas Liberation Front, a mysterious and enigmatic figure named Zero. Have you encountered this man?
Well, that's another great question. This man remains elusive, and you know what? I believe him to be a coward. He's letting these honest, good people of this planet fight his own war. I challenge him to step up, place his demands on the table so that we can settle this amicably. We don't want any more bloodshed here, but if we have to, we're going to take the planet by force. You hear that, Zero? We're coming for you.
Then you hear a voice come out of the darkness. I answer that challenge.
Oh my fucking god.
And
Damn
a giant blue hologram appears in the darkness behind you of a it's this giant, basically helmeted face. If I had to describe it, it would kind of look like Rinsler from Tron. And the camera crew kind of looks stunned, and so does Cosmina.
Hans stands up.
And then she kind of like looks over at the guy like, cut the feed, and he's like, I can't, it's everything's
But they
fused,
didn't know
I can't do anything.
Yeah, Dunvan's gone into basically high alert.
He's just sitting down.
If you don't mind, Miss Cosmina, I wouldn't mind answering a few of your questions. It's likely that you have many for me.
The only questions you'll be answering are ours.
Really?
Really, really. First question. Why are you too scared to come here in person?
That's because I am too busy trying to liberate this planet to worry about you specifically.
Afraid 6 of us will beat one of you?
No.
Like I said, a big fat coward.
It's not cowardice to turn down a challenge. You are simply just not worth my time.
Spoken like a coward.
Jesus Christ.
It would be cowardice to sit here and do nothing while this planet is being used as Exotech's personal laboratory. Do you know what they have been doing here, Sigma Squad? And to the audience at home.
Well, I'm sure you're all gonna tell us right now, huh? You and your scummy overlords?
There are no scummy overlords here. Only revolutionaries.
Says someone that is using Zontech.
Yes, just like your employers.
Dunman kind of turns around and looks at the reporter.
She's left her seat and she's now behind the camera trying to frantically figure out what the hell is going on and how they can stop it.
Here's a distinct question.
So you admit that Zon's funding you, Zero?
I have removed the shackles of my corporate overlords.
Have you?
Yes.
I have a question.
I think that it's safe for me to say that no one's ever truly safe from Zon.
Ari, you have a question?
like, considering, you know, she worked for Exotech, is Dunban able to, like, check mentally if she happens to know anything, or is this, like, just pure surprise to her?
Let me put the shot interject out of character. She's part of the media team. I doubt she'd
Well,
know anything about any experiment going on.
Yeah, but doesn't hurt to ask.
I think it's a good question.
Okay, so you don't have the... there's actually a specific power for this. Well, you can get her surface thoughts anyway.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. Like what's running through her head?
Probably. Oh no!
All right.
Oh no! Oh no!
Because of the panic in the room, and you're trying to like focus specifically on her mind, could you please make me a wits and discipline check, please?
Wits and discipline. Anything else particular? Just the roll.
Difficulty 8.
Okay. They boop. All right, there's 1 in there.
Okay. Currently on her mind is that no, they can't have this guy talking on camera. This is not good. Oh no, why is he here? Shut it down, shut it down, shut it down.
Basically, the running thoughts.
Panic is a word for it.
Yeah. Yeah, basically Dunban's just going to be, like, turning his attention to that, rather than the hologram.
Okay.
Is it visible what Mr. Dunban is doing? Can I, like, take a look at him and see what might be happening?
Make an insight and wits check.
Insight. And wits. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, man.
That's 5. Scoring a 9.
Okay, so Dunban, you're still kind of relatively new to these powers here, and you've visibly have turned your head to look at her, and you're kind of like not really like totally squinting your eyes, but you're definitely like focusing in on her.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see that.
So this is a tell to Hans. Hans is just gonna walk over to Dunban. What's going on, man?
Ugh. He just kind of shakes his head. Nothing important for us.
Are you sure about that? I'd like to know any intel you have.
Panic.
Right. Ursa.
Actually, I had a question for Blaz.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be too hard to try to maybe try to hook up to the size signal to see where he's coming from?
See where he's coming from. Sure. Yeah, you can walk over there.
Hans is just gonna bark one order at Ursa. Shut him down!
He gives like a thumbs up.
Now, why would you want to shut me down? Wouldn't you like to know why this revolution started to begin with?
I think
right. Oh, sorry.
Nah, I think you've said enough.
10,000 deaths at the hands of Exotech. Covered up and removed.
You got any statistics to back that up, or are you just sprouting bull?
This entire planet is a terraforming project for Exotech. They have many cities dotting the entire surface. However, one was a miscalculation on their part. And the entire city collapsed on top of a glacier. It's still there. I've seen it. I can show you it.
Let me
I
guess.
can show you the graves that I have dug myself for all of those people. And Exotech did nothing.
Listen, Zero, if you want to meet us there, what kind of assurances do we have that you're even going to show up?
I am a man of my word.
Yeah, well, I want you, if you're so fucking tough, to show up alone.
I can arrange that.
I was gonna say,
I
like,
think we're veering a bit off course here.
I was gonna say,
This is not going as planned.
This is not.
no, but as he kind of mentions all that, yeah, Dunban suddenly like turns back to the hologram, like almost in disbelief. An entire city collapsed.
He's lying.
Alternatively, short you out of context, out of character. Alternatively, Exotech weren't the ones that made the city collapse, but they made for a convenient scapegoat. That could also be the case.
No. There's a reason why they did nothing. You see, the people of Boreas...
I said that out of character. I was just thinking aloud, basically.
Dang it, that was a great segue.
That would have been a great segue.
Make it canon and go on.
Alright.
Capitalize on the seg.
No, there was a greater reason as to why they didn't want to words.
Man, words.
Words, man.
Words aren't fun.
Words are hard.
They are.
No, there was another reason why they didn't announce any of these deaths, why they did nothing for this planet. These people, they are expendable to them. Because they're not even human. Every single Borean is an artificial life form, created in a laboratory so they can experiment on them to their heart's content without any thought or feeling of harming another human being. Because to them,
Before I can finish the sentence, Alex breaks out in loud laughter. Loud hysterical laughter. She isn't taking any of that seriously at all.
You
and
mock me?
And then when she finally catches her breath again, do you know what that sounds like? You sound like a conspiracy nutter somewhere on the internet that screams about someone putting chemicals in the water that turns reptiles sterile. How stupid do you think we are?
Because they have put chemicals in the water, and in the food, and in the air. Don't you see? They're trying to control everyone on this planet.
Why should we trust the words of a Zom defector?
Because I am immune to it.
I know exactly what
I've
you are.
seen through it. I have awakened others to it. They understand. Everyone else on this planet is blind.
No, Zero.
What is going on?
I know exactly what you are.
Alex is still laughing your ass off.
I know exactly
You
who
sound
you
like
are.
one of these. You sound like. I've seen this a dozen times. You sound like one of these cult leaders that think they're the chosen one, the Messiah, the one that leads them to the promised land, or a dozen other reasons that are just like that.
Alex,
I don't love your shit seriously in the slightest. I'm sorry.
Let Anon finish.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you are, Zero. You got yourself into something shady. You thought you could take care of it, but you found that the debts were too much for you to handle. The prices were too high for you to pay, and you ran away.
Do you know who I am?
I know
Johnny
you better.
Jonathan Starwind.
I know
And
you
he-
better than I know myself.
Really?
Allow me to
And
answer that.
hold on, here, finish. Hold on a second. Zero takes off his helmet. Jonathan Starwind,
Yes.
it's you.
Oh man.
I'm silent.
I'm having
What the hell is
flashbacks
going
right.
on here?
I'm having flashbacks right now, but I'm not gonna say nothing.
Hey, Johnny, what the fuck is this?
I don't know.
Is that a twin brother of yours?
No, I don't have siblings.
Oh yeah.
Just, oh, yeah. But
The only family that we have is each other, Jonathan.
All right. Answer me this. If you know me, what's my real name?
He starts listing off a string of numbers and letters. And
No.
I need you to make a presence and endurance test.
Okay.
Avoid freaking the fuck
One
out.
second. Let me just send the DM to you real fast,
oh man.
because Johnny does actually have a proper birth name. I feel like the DM should know.
Probably.
Plot twist, he's just spelling his name out in hexacode.
All right, and then I'll roll. What was it? Presence and something else.
Presence and endurance.
Presence -1 endurance. Okay, so 2 dice. You bastard.
You bastard.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, you managed to hold your ground, but you're sweating. And there's stuff like running through your mind at the same time. Like you've had flashes and dreams of what happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
We all know what you are. Like
Yes.
we're not gonna beat on the bush anymore.
Just a
We know
reminder,
exactly what you
Johnny Starwind is a Zon agent.
Yeah.
What?
Out of character.
Oh man.
Whoa! And
Oh no, we didn't.
So
see
now
this
I'm wondering
coming.
how crazy it would have been if I didn't tell any of you about that, and this was your first time finding out.
Oh, I would have figured it.
Yeah, you probably would have. Okay.
so you start having like visions and flashbacks to you in the laboratory where you are first getting implanted with all of the organs and things like that. But you get another memory even further back. You in a tank. There's
No.
bubbles just kind of going up around you.
No.
Not the
And you
boat.
look down at your hands.
No.
They're little baby hands.
Oh, don't worry, you're just in Bacta.
Ah yes, drowning.
And you see the same figure looking through you in the tank that did the surgery's on you. Kind of looks like a guy, I'm just gonna pick a random. It looks like Destinova from shoot, what's the Battle Angel Alita.
I'm gonna. I don't know what that. Okay. That looks good. That looks about right.
That's pretty Zonny.
Johnny falls to his knees. No.
You and I were sent here for the same purpose.
You're nothing like me.
I am exactly like you.
You may look like me, but you aren't me.
Hey, Blast.
What's up?
Why this is happening? I'm trying to figure out where his signal's coming from. So something I can roll to do that.
All right, you over to the control panel, and I need you to make me a intelligence and computers check.
Okay.
And you get all your bonuses from all your whatever equipment that you have.
Okay.
While they're dealing with that on their end, I finished the picture.
It looks
Hey, nice job. That was
fantastic.
actually really quick.
If I wasn't going through an in-character existential crisis, I'd say more on it.
What difficulty is this?
8.
Okay, just try to find what the eject does again.
I also have something to say in response to what Anon King said for when you're ready to return to that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you've got plenty to say.
Probably.
Then are we... 5 successes, class.
5 successes. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right. So you manage to trace. The signal is being tapped into from in this room. It's being remotely hacked by something in this room. Make a perception test. Wits and perception.
What dice? Actually, I have my ravens with me too, so.
Burbs.
Okay, I guess I. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Fine. Sure. Whatever. All right.
This is
Look with your
turning into
special eyes.
Is this slowly turning into an Ace Attorney trial?
Objection!
And you turn around and you look up on the ceiling. There, you see. I mean, it's dark up there, but you got robot eyes, right?
Yeah, she has one.
She got those special eyes.
Yeah. Look with your special eyes. My brain. And you look up there and you see like like in the Predator, when you see the Predator's like cloaked and he's got the kind of haze around him. Yeah, you see like a little drone up there, like on the ceiling, that's projecting this this hologram, and it's remotely hacking the computer at the same time into the feed.
Okay. Can I send a feed back to like basically be like shock it and make it fall off the ceiling?
All right, make a intelligence computers attack.
4 successes. I'm sorry.
Okay. And I got macros right here. And you look up at that thing. Your eye flashes red, and that's when the hologram goes all staticky and sputters out, and the drone
I had something to say.
and
Can I say it real quick?
Yeah, we'll do
Let's say that you're saying this as Yursa is.
All right, so
hacking
Hans
into the
walks
game.
over to Johnny. He's got a pretty stern look on his face. You can tell that this whole situation makes him pretty tense and pretty pissed. He walks over to Johnny and...
I'm Elias Sabo. I was born on Liberty. I have a daughter. I was divorced 10 years ago. I'm Elias Sabo. I was born on Liberty. I have a daughter. I was
Jesus
divorced.
Christ.
He puts a hand on his shoulder, and then you see peace wash over his face, and he flashes you a smile. Yeah, you're right. You are your own man. Do you want to know who this is? This here is a man who helps people, who puts food back on the table and makes sure that the lights are on. The ones that you stole from all these folk who you claim to be protecting. This man's a hero. And what are you? And he turns around to Zero and he points a finger. Well, you're just plain Zero. And then that's, I guess, when he'll fade out.
Nice.
This isn't over. And that's when it sputters out. And the drone just kind of zaps and falls down on the floor and collapses in front of you. It looks like a little spider robot.
Cool.
Then you see like
Little
Yursa
bit.
walk up, pick it up, and says, "Got it."
Then it explodes.
Ah yes, exploding drone.
Is Irsa seriously injured from that?
No, she's just comically covered in
So
soot.
Little blinky eyes.
oh, you know, as it
Oh,
as it
Mary.
is.
I hope you notice what I put in images and music.
Oh boy.
I think I identified in chat. I think I identified what brand Yursa's cyber eyes are.
Jeepers peepers.
Anyway, since Tali knows bedside manner, and is Johnny still freaking out?
Yes.
Tali's gonna stand up and and again, still carrying her medical stuff. She's going to walk him behind stage and just like help ease him down from all this.
God bless you.
Would I have to roll a medicine check for that?
I'm gonna say
Seems to be outwardly wrong with him. Roll me insight and wits.
Mhm.
Okay, insight and wits. Get the right window. Insight and wits. That is a dice of 6. Now, would I get anything from my complications and or affinities because trained EMT and overbearing medic go hand in hand?
Succeed on 6s.
Oh man.
Dope. 6 dice, 16 on 6. And that's 6 d10s, not d20s. Bad roll 20.
You wish.
Well then.
All right. Yeah, so it's nothing is outwardly wrong with him. You're pretty sure that everything is psychologically screwed up in his brain.
Oh, it was like that.
He just received some sort of basically a metaphorical haymaker to the brain. Dynamite in the brain, if you will.
Yeah. As you could say,
Boom goes dynamite.
And
Now just
Irsa, you managed to you cut off the transmission, and at the same time the other techie there manages to cut the feed, and Cosmina is just lets out a giant sigh. Oh my god, that was horrible. What timing? Of course.
I think that went well.
Dunban just.
Tali does not hear any of this.
I was gonna say Dunban kind of just looks at her, and just like, I do believe our interview is over now, and we will be making our leave.
Well, at least the ratings are going up.
That was Space Hulu.
he rolls his
Alex
eyes.
is-
Ratings.
Alex is just kind of still, Alex is still kind of twitching on the ground, trying to catch herself, still kind of giggling away, because you still think the entire story was so bloody stupid. And she basically didn't catch the latter half of any of that. After Zero basically made his Alex Jones impression, she basically went and couldn't stop herself from laughing.
Yes, the villain of this game is anime Alex Jones.
I love
it. And
So she might need some help getting out of the studio, because she's kind of struggling to breathe right now.
yeah, Dunban just done with this.
All right.
And Tali is basically still doing damage control on Johnny's psyche.
And
But
she
is not a
leaving-
specialist.
As you guys are leaving, the local law enforcement shows up to see exactly what the hell's going on. And they ask you a few questions, like what happened, what was going on, yada yada yada. Do you tell them the truth, or do you lie to them?
Well, he surely saw what happened on TV if he just looks. Say we tell him the truth.
Man, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Tali's up in Johnny still.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd even
Yeah.
come.
Hans is just gonna say there's an intrusion. It's gone now.
Well, we would still like to escort you back to your berth and to make sure that you're safe and sound. Who knows if these rebels got anything else that's snooping around this town.
Hans slings his heavy machine gun over his shoulder. That won't be necessary. We can escort ourselves.
I'll
Red
take what.
Fangs, we're moving out.
Do you have a permit for that?
Yes, he's gonna flash his Exotech ASL logo.
Oh, I see. Move along.
Okay, that was funny.
Yeah, on the way back, he's just gonna walk side by side with Johnny and kind of bump into him. How you doing there, kiddo?
Well, I think I just got told that I'm not myself, but other than that, just peachy.
Oh, that was what my speech was about. I think you've shown us your true colors. You're gonna do great things, Johnny. Just stay the course, all right?
All right.
No, I think I read about this happening somewhere else, where like this little ace pilot was cloned by Zon, but there was like 13 of them.
Here's roll me some esoteric techno sorcerer lore.
What was that?
Roll me some intelligence and academics, difficulty 10.
Ooh.
Dice. Got 3 rolls. Ah, so close.
You know
I
that
used all my
Zon-
luck in the theater.
And the bird is talking to a can. Life is normal.
Boy.
So even though you failed the roll, your techno sorcerer knowledge and your one of your complications on knowledgeable is an affinity in this case. Or sorry, Zon no lettable.
Okay, I'll admit, I was sounding it out. Don't judge me.
You know that some Zon projects do involve a whole lot of cloning, especially if they have agents that they particularly like. They like to keep using them. If this is any indication, then
Are you implying that
for-
Johnny Starwind is an agent of Zon?
Either, well,
Who'da thought?
It's either that, or using the role that Frost just got here, or it could actually be maybe this guy's actually screwing around with you and has cosmetically made himself look like
Oh,
Johnny
you're
Starwind.
just talking crazy again, because she also has that complication where she sounds crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy?
yeah, like you start talking crazy. Yeah, you just started.
Rubber room rats? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think amongst all of this that Dunbane is like confused. He's just like, on one hand, preposterous. On the other hand, I'm literally psychic. Like,
Unfortunately, there was you couldn't read Zero's brain because he
Yeah.
was transmitting to you from somewhere else.
Yeah.
You cannot read particles?
Yeah, but like that's why he's so confused. It's just like, do I believe the crazy guy who apparently looks like Johnny, and cloning is a thing? I mean, I am psychic. Like he's
Alright.
trying to figure out where is the line drawn on absurd.
There's a
As we're
force
walking
in the
back,
hospital.
oh, I'm sorry. As we're walking back, I want to take the squad aside down a back alley before we actually. make it to the camp.
Let's not go down a back alley.
Why a back alley?
Well, how about just a quiet corner where there's nobody who could really hear what we're
There
trying
we
to say?
go.
Quiet coffee shop.
Park.
Sure. And Hans is just gonna undo his dress jacket and take it off, slinging it over his shoulder. He puts a leg up on something and he leans over to brace himself on it. Can we talk about this Zero fellow? Do you believe any of the shit that he's slinging?
Yes.
Not in the slightest.
Well, and he points at Johnny, he is saying something that's truthful after all.
Cloning on a wide scale could possibly happen. I think GeneTech is also one. GeneTech is also a company that deals with that. So it's not technically out of a question that you can clone people. You have to
Oh shoot! There was other things I wanted to drop to you guys. That.
Oof.
Oh, damn it.
Just send a little message drone. Just have it just fly through the window.
Little drone shows up in a hologram thing. But wait, there's more.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not gonna. That'd be too silly. Now I'll have to bring it up at another time.
Alright, but yeah, Hans wants to have a heart-to-heart with everybody before we get back into Exotech recorded areas.
Both of you two assume everywhere isn't being recorded.
Well, it's windy, we're out in the open, we should hope that at least some of the audio can't be recovered.
You do think that if Lieutenant Bryant catches wind of this, he might be looking for you guys, so you might only have a little bit of time to talk.
Honestly, guys, here's what I think. We need to do our own homework and keep our mouths shut. Are we all in agreement on this? Because one way or the other, we could be left holding the bag when we realize that Exotech's actually the bad guys.
I can encrypt.
That's right. Ursa, I need you to start your inquiry, but I need you to do it on the DL.
And
That means on the down low, which means don't blab about it.
I don't think anyone can pass my encryptions either.
Well, that's good. I want you to keep it that way. I'm trusting on you, okay? Seriously, everybody, keep a tight lip about what Zero just said. Now, my hope is that because he was off camera and had bad audio reception, that not everybody heard everything he said.
Well, technically the camera was still on. I just shut off the hologram.
Can you hack into their network and run a data corruption program? We can always blame it on Zero.
Can I?
That'll probably be pretty hard to do. You might need a... you won't be able to do it from the base. You'll probably have to do it from a direct input somewhere.
Yeah.
Such as the local communications network in the middle
The
of
Mr.
town.
Dead Show.
The Mr. Z Show.
So technically, if you get me into the Mr. Z studio, I could probably do it.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our own homework. We're gonna find out if this really checks out. And one of us, actually, I think even more than one of us, should go agree to meet Zero and hear him out. I want to see this place for myself, study the wreckage, and try to collect data that we could potentially use against either side.
I would actually like to talk to him. That's okay.
Yeah, I would say either Tali or Irsa because we need someone with a level head.
The only one I'm forbidding from doing this, and he looks straight at Johnny, is you.
Yeah, that
I
makes
don't
sense.
trust him in the same room with you. Not because I don't trust you, Johnny. I just don't want him to flip your light switches off and reset you.
He did something when he said those numbers.
Oh, he did do something, did he?
Wait, so Johnny basically had a Winter Soldier moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, shit. We're going to have to put a watch around you, round the clock. Alex, I need you to have first shift in watching Johnny.
Oh, why me?
If anything, I don't think that'll really be necessary because I think Johnny's friend Heathcliff will be able to watch over him.
Are you sure we trust Heathcliff?
Also, I got this as.
I trust Heathcliff with my life.
Also, I have this just in case. As one of the ravens just claps on Johnny's head.
Oh, hey, Birdie. How you doing? Yeah, same.
Johnny, he walks over to you and he holds out his hand. I'm gonna need to hold the magazine of your sniper, at least for right now.
Make sure you cycle it.
I cycled it.
I'm just saying. It's just like
Johnny literally has an affinity for gun nut. He's gonna remember to cycle the damn rifle.
No, I know, but it's just like because he's a gun nut, he also knows that like even if you discharge the magazine, you can still have one in the chamber.
Yeah, no offense, pal, but we don't need you losing your cool and taking everybody out that we're trying to protect,
That's
like
fair.
us.
Yeah.
But hey, we're gonna get to the bottom of this, okay? I don't want you to worry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we said what we need to say. Does anybody else have anything to vent about what just happened?
It's hard to get a read on how much of that was true, given, well, we were talking to a hologram, and a news reporter isn't going to know much in terms of classified information.
That's a good point. I think that's why we got to start relying on each other instead of our employers.
Oh, somebody, evens or odds?
Evens.
Think you might have a bit more time. You're pretty sure Bryant would have showed up by now. Maybe he's stalling for you.
Dunway just kind of puts a hand to his hip. In terms of figuring out anything about this collapsed city, it would probably be best if we have people who can move fast, but also understand what we'd even be looking for.
That's gonna be hard, but because Tully moves fast, but Blige, would Tully be able to discern like what they're looking for?
You know what? I realized I should have given you guys a name. The city. So I'll just retroactively say that he gave you. He dropped you a name.
It's up north. That's all I know.
Yep.
All right. So here's the plan. We're gonna fully deploy our team and run a tactical maneuvers challenge in the northern region, slightly adjacent to this town. Meanwhile, 2 of our units will detach and meet with Zero in secrecy.
Am I going to be... Rick, one question real fast. Will I be participating in these tactical maneuvers?
Probably not.
We're gonna need you there. I'm gonna need you, and I'm gonna watch after you.
Okay.
Then if anything, we'll have the 2 level-headed people meet Zero, which is at this point Irsa and Tali, in my opinion.
Wouldn't it also just be best to not allow Johnny to pilot anything and just keep him in the cockpit of one of our machines?
I'll stay out. I'm not qualified for it because I basically wrote this guy off from the moment he opened his mouth.
I'd love to
Honestly,
say I'd do the same, but there's something about 10,000 deaths that I'm willing to believe.
we're gonna deploy our full squad, but if we have to, we're gonna take the Peacekeeper in tow, offline mode. The command center is gonna be rolling out on its first mission. Johnny, if you have to power down and just sit it out in the command center, you can provide us intel from there.
All right.
All right, so I think that's a good plan. Now, no word of this to Bryant, okay? We don't exactly know who we can trust yet.
Gotcha.
Speaking of, you see across the park, you see Bryant step out. It looks like an APC pulls up. And 4 soldiers are flanking him.
Look alive, everybody, and Hans just starts sprinting off.
Dunban's slightly more defensive.
Are you sprinting off towards Bryant,
Yes.
or are you just running away? Okay.
Towards Bryant, sorry. Yeah, I should've said that.
Same?
He's
All right,
heading
guys,
towards
cheese
the
it.
Oh, guys, chased!
It looks like our escape plan and our cheese have plenty of holes.
All right, so you head over to where Bryant is.
Yeah, Dunban's got, like, the hilt of his sword in his hand. It's not active, he just has the hilt.
All right, and then when you reach Bryant, he says to you, I heard what happened at the studio. Hope you're all right.
We're a little rattled, but we're okay.
The feed got disrupted partway through, and I wasn't able to exactly catch everything that happened, but as a precaution, I was told to bring these soldiers with me. You understand?
Hmm.
For your protection, of course.
Right.
Well, we do know one thing. That Zero has infiltrated this entire town. And he has little drones scurrying about. Maybe we should begin hunting parties to root out any other hidden tech?
We can coordinate with the local law enforcement to root those things out.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually man enough to face us yet, so he's not here. He's telecommunicating from somewhere on high.
Here's a question. Can Dunban get a read on what Bryant's thinking about all this?
All right, what's an insight?
What's an insight? Where's my insight? 5 dice. Okay, doke. Boop. 110.
He is worried. Very worried. And he keeps glancing over at Johnny.
Dunban just kinda steps up. I don't believe there's anything to fear with the lot of us. There wasn't any sort of attack or anything. It was just a disruption of communication.
Right, of course. Can't be too careful, though. Can't have some of our star members get taken out by an infiltrator.
Speaking of star members, how did we look on screen? He's just going to walk over to Bryant and sling an arm over his shoulder.
Well, they somehow made you look good.
I would say that the answers I gave were pretty top notch. That out of character.
Yeah, Tally, you were flying.
No, I said that out of character.
Yeah.
I kept to 100% honesty.
I deflected.
Showed them facts. Showed images.
Yeah.
You guys pile in the APC with Bryant? Go back to the berth?
Do we?
I-
Dunban's a little hesitant. Maybe
I'll go back.
maybe we should settle this over lunch first. Let the tension settle between us all before we return, I say.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I could go for some chow, and he smacks his belly.
Button bursts.
Fucking-
That was actually a good sound effect.
I'm kind of impressed by that, I'll be honest.
Oh man, I have to get this thing tailored.
Who made that sound effect?
That'd be me.
Okay, I was just
Impressive.
that was Blast or Anon.
Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, well, we don't exactly know what's out there. I mean, are you confident enough you'll be all right?
Look, they're under my supervision. I think I could handle it, but I'll tell you what. Why don't you send the troopers on their own lunch break, and we can meet back up later.
Yeah, I could use some lunch.
Current voice.
It's right time that we get something other than cheap takeout.
We'll get
Expensive
slightly less
takeout.
cheap takeout.
Living the mercenary dream.
One
So,
star
hey,
Hey,
Chinese food.
you're in the middle of town. I mean, it's the Flintstrup's your oyster right now.
No, it's still just we've been having 1-star Chinese food. Now we're getting 2-star Chinese food. Hell yeah!
In fact, you probably could get oysters. You're on the coast.
And we've liberated the coast. Let's celebrate and eat seafood.
Oyster.
All right, a new place that opened up down by the wharf called Uncle Paco's Taco Tacos.
Oh God, not that.
Not them again.
Uncle Paco's, huh? Sounds good.
Yeah, it's Mexican Nippon fusion.
Oh, I'm starved. Hey, I'll tell you
That
what.
sounds
Let's put the
amazing.
bolo out for some of the other squads. If they want to meet us for some chow, it'd be a great opportunity to get to know them over food.
Dunban, when you mentioned like mostly seafood, he just starts grimacing.
What's the matter? You don't like shellfish?
Not particularly.
How
I love
about
a good
crabs?
Sorry, Fenris, you go ahead.
How about crabs?
They literally said the same thing.
He just kind of shakes his head.
All right. Well, Hans is gonna grab his wrist smartwatch and he's gonna send a message out to any of the surrounding squadron. We're meeting at Uncle Paco's.
Uncle Paco's.
We're meeting at
Uncle
Uncle
Paco's.
Paco's.
Uncle Paco's
First
Octo
round.
Tacos.
On me.
On you?
Yeah, I'll treat everybody to a beverage. Why not?
Oh hell, everybody shows up.
You have made several mistakes.
Empty out your bank account.
I want to treat everybody for doing a great job in that interview.
All right, so you guys all head down to Uncle Paco's, and you pretty much fill up the entire restaurant with 3 other squads worth of people.
It's loud.
Actually, hang on a second. Let's see actually who's all here. They're out doing missions right now. So here's Gamma Squad is okay. They're around. Delta is around, and Kappa is also around.
Kappa.
Okay, so they're all here, and they're like, "What? Free food? We're in."
Oh, hey, I said a beverage, pal.
They've got the mob
Free
mentality.
drinks?
There's no stopping
I
them
mean,
now.
hey, a drink's a drink.
Yeah, let's raise a glass. So wait, I'm sorry, what's the name of this squad?
Well, all 3 of them showed up.
Oh, all 3 of them showed up. Okay.
Oh, everyone's
They're on
drinking.
Everyone's
squad.
here. So they're just like free drinks. Woohoo!
So now Hans has got a big mug full of a very tasty lager, and he raises it. Here, let's raise a glass. I want to get to know each and every one of you. We're the Red Fangs, and raise your glasses, Red Fangs.
Dunvan's probably got whatever the space equivalent of Dos Equis is.
Dos Equis.
I mean, if they're at a Mexican place.
Trace Equis?
I mean, are you sure you want to call it that?
I do.
Okay.
What's the joke here?
Equis
It's
is
triple
X.
Eh.
Perfect.
That's why I asked. Does he know what he's saying? But yeah, nope. That's what Dunvan's got.
Pretty suave.
Always got a beer.
Okay, you guys hang out with the other squads there. You can see
Yeah.
there's you can see all their names and their mecha names in the Merc NPCs tab there.
Mm-hmm.
So just to kind of give you an overview of them, you've seen Task Force Samurai before. They're like the serious ones. The Berean Tigers are the Exotech backed ones. They are, yeah, they're one of the like they actually they had a contract with them beforehand, and they're kind of in deep. And Soul Battalion, on the other hand, looks like they're made up of a bunch of anime protagonists.
Ooh, Dynamite. That sounds like a great mech name. What does it do?
The, anime protagonists. Do you mean the good kind or the bad kind?
The best kind. Which are the best kind?
I was gonna say, are we talking like generic ass motherfuckers, or are we talking like green hair?
And then my problem.
Oh,
is
we're
also,
talking. No, we're not talking green. We're talking blue hair.
Ah.
Like, we're talking like, you know, you go to the bookstore and you pick up a Christopher Hart how to draw anime and manga kind of. That's what we got.
Like you said, the best kind.
The only kind worth talking about.
Well, yeah, he's gonna pony up to, oh, hey, Glenn, huh? So what's the dynamite all about?
It's about shooting guns and stomping on other people's robots. I got that dynamite.
Yeah. Love to hear it, pal. Good energy.
Tally's on our third beer now.
Third.
Hey.
Roll body and endurance.
Oh yeah, is it smart to be getting the psychic guy drunk?
You.
Hey, if he's only having one beer. Okay, that's 3. What I succeed on?
8.
Do I get a reroll?
No. You're just like, the head desk.
She's not that much of a lightweight. Jeez.
I'm just gonna roll 1d10. Evens, he's drinking more.
Note again, Blaz. Tali again. Tali's not that much of a lightweight, so she's probably getting tipsy now because again, she's just having a beer. She's not drinking the hard shit.
Yes, I know.
Meanwhile,
You are getting a little loopy.
Meanwhile, Dunban over here is still drinking.
She's getting tipsy, not exactly loopy, I would say.
All right, everybody make presence and charisma tests. Everybody, all of you.
Oh
Come on.
boy.
Oh no.
Let's do
We're
it.
succeeding on 1.
Succeeding on 8s.
Why?
Hey, I got 1
told you.
success.
Ooh, that's 2 successes.
Is Frost here?
Should we just roll for Frost?
Oh no, he's frozen
Yeah,
over.
Frost.
Okay, 3d10. Here we
1
go.
d10 presence and charisma.
Presence and charisma. Oh god.
So I'll roll for Frost. He gets 2 die. He's good.
He's fine.
Nice. What did oh, Johnny didn't get nothing.
Loss of bladder control.
Jeez Louise.
All right. Well, you guys got way more successes than you did zeros, so it turns out pretty great. You guys get along with pretty much everybody there.
That's good.
Can we put our ear to
except
the
for
ground?
Ken. Ken's too serious.
Can we put our ear to the ground and see if we could feel these people out, if we could trust them?
All right. So between all of them, Soul Battalion is the ones that are the most kind of like most upfront. They are the most mercenary out of these 3 people here. Like they're just like, yeah, man, we're gonna go out in the galaxy, get a bunch of cash, blow up some goons, save the day. It's gonna be fun. Like they want to like they're not really in it for the cash. They're in it for like the reputation and the glory and all that and the renown, all that kind of stuff. Task Force Samurai, on the other hand, is quite the opposite. It's definitely a job to them. That's, yeah, if they can do some good along the way, he is sure whatever. As long as we get paid at the end of the day. And the Berean Tigers are like, Exotech has invested a lot into this planet, and it is our duty to make sure that it doesn't get cocked up.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah, I'm gonna attribute Dunban's absolute total failure because he decided to drink 4. And the idiot
You're having a
mother...
good time.
I mean, it's
Yep.
the idiot guy that opens the bottles with his teeth.
I think in descending order, it's least trusted to most trusted.
Probably.
That's my opinion from it anyway. But yeah, I want to exchange contact info and just make sure I meet with each and every squad leader, and make sure that if we ever have any questions or concerns, to reach out on a private comms network. And he's gonna slip them a number for some channel they could reach out on.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's gotta go drain the old sea monster. I'm going to head to the bathroom.
Hold on a sec. I'll be back. Half of our patio just got blown away.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Oh.
Big gust of wind, I think.
Alright, so you guys make a pretty decent impression with the rest of the mercenary squads. You get all the contact information of the commanding officers. And you didn't make total asses of yourself. And you had some pretty great octopus tacos.
Oh,
and
yeah.
calamari.
Hans left with extras to bring back to the base.
Tali, I mean, Tali doesn't mind. Tali actually really likes seafood.
He likes to seafood and eat it.
No, as in fish.
I know. I was just making a joke. Okay.
I'm keeping track of my tab here for you in the chat. I think you noticed.
Yes. Spend okay, so you spent $220 on all the beverages.
Uh-huh.
You bought 4 meals for yourself.
You get 4 meals.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, okay. Spend 25 each, so 100.
Another 100. Okay.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, I will leave a good tip because we're a bunch of rowdy soldiers. So I'll round that out to an extra 80. So that'll make it a $400 tab for me.
Shoot, that's 80% tip just on the food. Wow. Muchos gracias.
Excuse me?
Domo arigato.
Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
come back soon.
Of course.
I'm pretty sure the guy here does not speak Spanish or Japanese. He's just told what to say.
Awesome. Well, I like this place.
All right. Current date, it is... Oh, yeah. It's about the middle of the week, so we're just going to skip ahead to the next. Still December. Wow. Oh, man. Next week, it's Christmas. Actually, hold on. This week, it's Christmas.
oh.
I'm back.
That means the next mission you guys on is going to be your Christmas mission.
All right.
Well, shit.
Do they get a Christmas bonus?
Probably.
Oh,
Space
did
Christmas.
we get anything for our interview, by the way?
Yes, you did. Exotech is pleased with the results, despite the... Actually, you know what?
The rude interruption.
Even with the interruption and shenanigans, you guys held that rather well, and also that boosted the ratings like crazy, so they're just like, ah, yes, drama. We can exploit this somehow. I mean, not exploit this.
Take
Utilize
advantage of
it.
it.
Misinformation being spread
Utilize
about,
it.
you know, the chemicals in the water, because who does that? Who puts chemicals in the water? That's silly.
Who'd do that? What do we get out of
Such
it?
a thing. So you guys get an extra 5,000 each for putting your faces up on screen.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
boy.
There may have been some fine print in your contracts that may have alluded to them using your likenesses for toys and action figures. So now you get like Dunban with you know, karate chop action.
I was gonna say done.
Realistic battle damage.
I was gonna say done. And buys 2, one to burn and one to send to his sister.
Hans has spring-loaded kick action.
Ironically.
Alex with removable and swappable arms.
Anyway.
Claw Alex.
But no, that would probably be a bit too morbid.
That's actually pretty funny. I like
It is
that.
cool.
I mean,
And
you
then
know,
Kali gets like an entire like accessory kit, like you get, you get this action figure and a real medical kit.
to bandage up all the rest of them because they're all the idiots. But what did I miss in that couple minutes I was gone?
Not a lot, really.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
Basically, you made a good impression with the other teams.
Oh man.
Well, we're about to get paid.
Burp. Not so a question. Will we be getting anything special on Christmas Day in game?
A Christmas mission.
Dope.
So that means the next one that we do is definitely going to be the ho 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 themed.
Is there gonna be Christmas cake?
Yes, there's going to be an abundance of fruitcake that you can break windows with.
Because they don't throw them.
That's not even the
okay,
joke
without-
I was going for.
With all the fruitcake that you guys probably get, you can probably slap that on your mech and call it a blade of armor.
That's not the joke I was going for, but that's fine.
I mean, you can do whatever you want with your fruitcake.
I like Site 15 or Liberate Shiverrock for me.
Okay, what are the missions? What are the missions?
I'll give you guys 3 experience for this. Oh well, unless you guys want to do a little bit more on top of what we already
I think this is a good stopping point.
Yeah, I think we had just enough plot, unless there needs to be like something taken care of like individually.
One final thing: when you guys do get back to the base, and you start doing some of your, you're tuning up maintenance on your mechs and things like that. Toughbreak, you find something in your mech.
In Toughbreaker?
In
He's gonna climb
Toughbreaker,
up, and he opens the hatch. He knows somebody's been inside of it.
there's a note on your seat.
Oh,
Heads down and picks it up and draws the tiny stick-it note to his face.
Instead of numbers. Instead of numbers and letters, you think it might be coordinates to a location on the map.
0. And he's gonna not crumple it, but he's gonna palm his hand, and it just kind of wrinkles.
Okay. So,
Yes.
when you said I'm going to take the stick and put it on my face, I literally just imagine just Hans just taking, just going, just slapping on my forehead.
I'll be honest, I thought the same thing.
Well, it's stuck to his
Now-
fingers. Then he tries to get it off, and then it gets on his face.
But still, just...
Like, I know he was picking up to, bring it to his face to look at it, but I also thought that, too. Like, he just went, slapped it to his forehead. Now I can read it.
So it's now canon that he just slapped it to his forehead and was able to read it like that.
I accept.
Oh my lord. What the frick?
All right, a new location has been added to your Borean map.
Oh man.
Man.
What
I
happened?
will shift-click to it.
Oh, it's literally in the middle of a lake.
Literally in the middle of a lake.
Literally.
Because guess what? Turns out this isn't actually ground. This is actually a giant lake. Because this is a glacier.
In that case, I have to say the settlers chose a very bad place to build a city.
That's true.
That
No,
is
no, no,
that
you,
is
you don't know anything about it.
Wait, on right here. That's the one.
Up here.
That's the one, yes. The city of Pericletus. Pelacletus.
Wait, am I in the right spot then?
all the way at the north part, man, in a lake.
Oh, there. I was close.
Yeah. I think kind of as one last little thing is that after, like, everyone kind of settles down, I guess, after the shenanigans of the day, and everyone is slightly inebriated, I suppose, question mark. Dundan's gonna go find Johnny, I guess.
Okay. I
Uh,
actually had a thing with Johnny that I wanted to do back when he went to drain the sea monster, as it were.
And 2 new missions have been added to your mission notes as well.
Okay.
okay.
So, Ari, if you don't mind, do you mind if I do my thing real fast, and then we'll do
You do your thing.
whatever you're planning?
Yeah,
Okay, this will only take like a second. So when I go, I didn't actually drink anything.
Oh no.
So I'm really only going because I need to talk to Heathcliff. I'm just going to ask him, how much did you know?
I was privy to certain information, but not much more than you.
Is he telling the truth about me?
I am uncertain.
You're not
All I've
programmed to
been-
lie, are you?
I am programmed to omit certain truths.
Okay.
I did not know that this Zero was
A clone or the original?
aesthetically similar to you.
A clone or the original or whatever the hell he is.
That remains to be seen.
All right. If you say so. That's pretty much the end of that.
If it helps, I have some. I have a message for you
Hmm?
from Noah.
From? What is it?
He is asking how you are doing.
I'll send a reply later.
Very well. Shall I set a reminder?
Sure. And now I think that's the end. That'll be the end of that.
Oh, well, Dunban was going to have a discussion with you.
Yeah, of course. And we're going to that now.
Yeah, I think he meant in terms of his own thing.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. Take it away, Ari.
Yeah, so basically, like, once everything is kind of settled, he just... I guess you're more used to that nonchalant look on his face, and he looks actually kind of concerned. It's like, are you certain you're going to be alright for any of this?
I don't have much choice, do I?
You could leave.
I got stew.
Thanks for telling us, Frost. I'm glad
was
that I
DJ.
know that. Oh. Damn it.
You know, I specifically waited to do that with something funny.
That was pretty funny.
Alright, go on, man.
Alright. I have too much keeping me here to just run.
If you're certain, I'm by no means any sort of moral support, but
I'm aware of that.
I think at this point you can tell that I'm not going to be stabbing you in the back.
Yeah, I trust you.
I'd rather stab you in the face, but that's neither here nor there.
That's how it is. You don't betray people. If you want them dead, you kill them. That's how it goes.
Indeed. But considering we're two of the, I'd say, biggest nut jobs, but more in the case of closest to non-human, I think it's more that we have more of an understanding of each other's situation.
Maybe.
Oh. Regardless. Go on.
If you that sister of yours,
What about her?
how long have you two seen each other like recently, or have you been separated for a while? Sorry if this is a weird question. You don't have to answer.
He thinks about her a bit. I think it's been about a year.
All right. What do you even say when you reunite?
It's hard to really say. Because it depends on the situation and temperament I come back with. I think the last
Go in
time.
and hope for the best then.
Yeah. I think the last time I saw her, I didn't say anything. But rather, we just embraced the knowing that it's the only family we have, and where the other was safe.
All right. That helps. Thanks.
He nods. He just nods and goes, and if you ever want another knife battle, you know where to find me.
I might just take you up on that.
And he flashes a rare smile before leaving.
They're good. Anyone else want to do something?
Yeah, Hans is gonna follow up on Ursa.
Oh man.
Okay.
You there? He's gonna tap on your room door.
Team Frost is not here.
He's gone.
Oh no.
So then he's just gonna walk over to Alex. He's gonna tap on Alex's door. Oh wait, here he comes.
Ross is typing. He's probably
Oh.
at dinner or something.
I missed the 3 XP. Thank you.
Dig.
Maybe come back to Frost after.
All right.
I'll be back in a
So
couple minutes.
I'm eating stew.
Yeah, he's gonna tap on Alex's door then.
Fenris, that's your cue.
Sorry?
Yeah, Hans was looking for Ursa. Ursa didn't answer her door, so he turns down the hall and heads for Alex's private quarters, and he begins rapping on the door.
Alex answers, it's open.
All right. He helps himself in. Hey, look. I gotta admit something. I'm a little worried about Johnny. You think I could trust you to keep an eye on him tonight?
I'll try, but I can't promise anything.
Well, I know you got a critical eye, and you're a good watchman. I correct myself as he realizes he's talking to a girl. But hey, yeah, I'm just a little concerned something might go foul, but if you see anything, just come wake me up, alright?
Okay.
Very good. And by the way, do you really think that he's just making shit up?
Hans, I have been in the business for a while now, and this isn't and everything he said pretty much ticked every box of an insane cult leader.
What if he himself doesn't have the whole story? He's just making a knee-jerk reaction.
That could also be the case.
At any rate, I don't think he's telling us absolutely everything, so we're gonna have to get our own answers.
If you want to hear my theory, I think the whole city collapsing was probably either not deliberate or a massive was either not on was either a massive. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, my got a knot in my tongue. The whole incident with the city is either a third party trying to stir things up, or a massive tragic accident. And this Zero cannot accept that sometimes shit just happens.
You know, I think that's pretty sound. I'd like to follow up on that. Once we're actually on site, and he pulls out a sticky note. This is the site, by the way. He's going to pull it up on his map so he can begin to share the information with Alex.
Okay.
And this is the site. It's due north. As you can see, it's this large lake that has collapsed into the water. They built the whole area on top of a massive ice sheet. So what you could be saying, I think...
That building location was asking for trouble. I'm not an engineer or not an architect, but even I can see that this is not solid ground if you want anything permanent on that.
Well, we're going to have to be critical when we go to that area.
Especially when the place is still in terraforming, as Zero said. So, again, take that with a grain of salt. Because it's Zero we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So, we're going to go ahead and find our own facts, but for now, I want you to keep this little rendezvous quiet. I'm going to handle Lieutenant Bryant, okay?
Okay.
And he leaves. Good night, Alex.
You too.
Well, Frost is MIA. I could always talk later. All I was going to do was follow up on her potential investigation of this.
Okie dokie.
So yeah, we can wrap it up here if you want.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else has something. Sorry, I don't mean to speak for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have some personal things you guys want to talk about, or if there's specific people you want to talk to in the NPCs list, there is some interesting folks you could get in contact with. Especially if you're looking to get some sweet deals that aren't on the gear list.
Actually, I just thought of something. I want Dunban to talk to Bryant real fast.
Bryant is currently in his office.
Oh, alright. He just kind of goes up and taps his knuckles against the door.
Come in.
Just kind of casually strolls in. Hello there.
Dunban, what can I do for you?
More or less question of curiosity, I'd say. I want to... How do I phrase this? What is your opinion on Johnny?
I think he's sarcastic, reckless, but good at his job.
And your trepidation...
Sometimes he just needs to learn to shut up.
Just kind of... And your trepidation towards him after our interview today?
I'm not sure what to think of him now. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made with you, which, now that I have you here, and I do want to apologize for that knee-jerk reaction I had. I've had, shall we say, bad experiences with telepaths in the past that have been under my command.
He kind of quirks an eyebrow, but doesn't question it, and just goes, water under the scorched bridge.
Fair enough.
Regardless, I will take it as our true commanding officer that you'll at least have some faith in us as a team to watch each other's backs.
I most certainly do now.
He kinda nods again as he leans forward. Good. Because at least now I have more information about why we're here. So, as pleasant as I may be right now, I am a little bit leery of you. I will be honest.
He gives you a bit of a confused look.
Like I said, I noticed your trepidation towards Johnny after our interview.
Well, considering he was front and center to Zero's interruption, I am concerned about what that exactly means.
Righto. In any case...
In the meantime, I suggest you continue to do your job, and I'll continue to do mine, and I don't think we'll have any problems. Do I make myself clear?
I do believe we're quite clear. Now,
Excellent.
if you excuse me, I do believe I have a meeting with the man you summoned for me.
Very well, you're dismissed.
He just kinda turns.
Okay.
You had mentioned we can meet with certain NPCs to negotiate lower prices. Is this an opportunity that you want me to do that, or you want me to do it later?
Whenever you guys like, or if you want to meet these people, because some of them you've, like in particular, you would know the owner of the. You guys have been ordering out from that Greek restaurant that's around here quite a bit, so you know the owner of that place. You know, well, of course, you know Philip, the maintenance guy that you guys met on your first.
Woo-hoo! Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's around. He is. So he works in your building, and actually, there's something you could do is, if you want to put him on your crew, he can help you out with repair work on your guys' mechs. But then you got to put him on your payroll.
I see.
On who we put on payroll?
Philip.
Philip, the engineer, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh man.
Wait, hold on. Is that the one from the base that we knocked out?
Parkour!
Parkour!
And he just fell and hit his face and knocked himself out.
No, this
He
is...
was the guy in the back that was kind of cheering you on.
He was...
Yeah, when we did our little team build.
Yeah, he was the one going,
oh yeah, that's
"Parkour!"
right.
Yeah, Hans could waddle over to him and be like, "Hey, I've noticed your talents around here. You're pretty good."
Oh, thank you, Commander. I try my best.
You know what? I appreciate your enthusiasm, and we want to offer you a full-time job on the Red Fang crew.
What? Me? Really?
Yeah, if you want to join us.
And thus his day was made.
I don't have an ACE, but I got a lot of tools. I mean, I could. Oh man. Oh, I don't have to fix any more HVAC anymore. Finally, I don't have to do any plumbing.
That's right.
It's the greatest day of my life. And he just kind of like falls on you and gives you a hug.
Hans is he's shocked, but he hugs him back. He
Also,
goes, yeah, we're gonna put your skills to better use, and don't worry about not having an ACE. We got something for you.
Disclaimer: HVAC and plumbing are wonderful trades.
They are wonderful trades, but he wants to work on giant robots.
That's right.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Exactly.
Welcome aboard, and he gives him a firm handshake, rattling him as he raises his arm up and down.
Knocks him over.
No, he's holding him.
All right. So you're gonna add Philip to your crew NPCs.
That's right. We're gonna need all the help we can get in-house from now on.
Oh man.
All right. So he's gonna be adding to your weekly fees.
Okay.
So he's still being paid by Exotech, obviously, to do his job, but now you're basically hiring him specifically to work on your mechs.
That's right.
So he is gonna cost you. Let's see what the. You know what? Maybe he doesn't work weekends. You pay him.
He doesn't work weekends.
It's a union thing.
Oh,
you
it
pay
just
him-
got me.
Yeah. Basically, he's worth $250 a week, and he can. Basically, you can ask him to perform the downtime action tinkering with one of you guys.
Perfect.
If you guys want, say, if you want to do a different downtime action, you can say like, "Hey, Philip, I need you to fix my mech."
Hey, Philip, you think you could take a look at the Toughbreaker? I just haven't had any time to repair it yet.
Have you actually not repaired it yet?
Nope, it's at 55 out of 75.
Oh, you bet, sir. I'll be able to get that thing all bright and shiny again.
Yes, and be sure to polish that chrome Toughbreaker. And he points to the two shoulders.
Ooh. Hey, Commander, what's under that giant tarp?
Tarp.
Where you
Oh.
park the Ahab.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. We might actually have a ride for you yet. Now, you're going to have to earn it, but I think you're going to be a pretty good pilot.
Sir, yes, sir.
I'll personally take you on a training mission one of these weeks. How about it?
Absolutely.
Right on.
All right, so he can perform tinkering for you. He gets.
Yep, I forget what that does.
He gets 6 dice to this action. So what he does is he tests. Test your mechanics plus systems of the target ACE. Okay, what's your systems?
It's 0.
0. Okay, so he just has 6 dice.
Okie doke.
Bird is happy.
So
Also, my
Onyx-
My connection dropped for a moment. What just happened?
We've hired Philip onto the crew.
I got that.
and We're having him do his first assignment, which is take a look at the Toughbreaker. I neglected to repair it last time.
Ah.
That's
Ouch.
okay. He's got a chance to really shine here.
This is
Alright.
this is initiation.
So he reduces the AC's maintenance for that week by 12.
Woo.
All right. Well, thank you, Philip. That was mighty kind of you. And I promise, we'll take you out for a test drive real soon. Probably have to be for the new year, to be honest.
Oh man, it's a Christmas miracle.
Hey, you like squid tacos? He pulls out one of the meals that he brought back.
Is that thing still moving?
Yeah, that's the best part.
You know what? I'll pass. I like my land food.
Suit yourself, pal, and he starts shoving it into his face. Anybody
Everyone
else?
still hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear Bird.
I was gonna say I
Okay.
heard the bird, but not really you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I must have zoned out. I'm sorry. I did snow detail for like 10 hours today.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Well, I think we're
think
winding
so.
down
What-
here.
I think we're almost done. Yeah.
Yeah. So what Hans say or something like that? What'd you say?
To Philip?
I think so.
Let's keep him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Again, I'm just really sorry. like literally, like when I hopped in, I had just come in from doing my driveway.
Yes. So, just a short recap. We saw Philip still milling around the place, offered him a job. His first assignment is to work on the Toughbreaker, which he did a good job tinkering.
Yeah, no, I got that. I
then
got that.
We also promised him, or sorry, Hans promised him, to take out that Ahab out for a spin, and we could have ourselves an extra teammate.
Once it's actually fixed.
Well, of course.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't necessarily say as a teammate, but just as some extra muscle at the berth if needed.
Well, in effect, a teammate.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Not for non-combat purposes, for the most part, because again, he's never actually piloted one of these things.
Well, that's what Hans is offering him. He's going to teach him himself. And
Okay.
I think, really, out of character, it's important that we're going to start expanding our contact networks, because we're going to have to rely upon stuff ourselves from now on. I don't know if I trust Exotech.
We'll
Yeah.
find out.
Yes, I
next
have sowed
session.
the seed of mistrust.
And I mean, Dunban's definitely now leery of everything.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he deflected going back to the berth immediately. He's just like, huh.
I have a
Yep.
question for Dunban.
Oh boy.
Does he have any progress update with his liaison,
With Mr. White.
the counselor?
I don't know. Does he blast?
Like if you've purchased any new psionic powers lately, it's because you've been going to him regularly and
Yeah.
getting some
So
extra training time. In there.
Oh, okay. So it's been going well.
he tries to throw a bottle into the trash can, but before it hits the wall, he actually just moves it in there, showing he picked up telekinesis.
A little nudge.
Yeah, so he can move things with his mind now.
Fabulous.
Also, he kind of tells you a couple of the rules regarding telekinetics. Basically, like, it's rude to intrude on people's minds. Try not to do that. They have some very private information in there that I'm certain many people would like to keep private.
Yes. Telling Dunban, don't read people's minds. It's rude. I'm gonna read everything.
Well, like, surface thoughts is one thing, because you're picking up, like, the disposition of another person. But, like, probing people's brains...
Don't
without
go
their
digging.
consent is, you know, I mean, unless you're interrogating somebody, which, I mean, okay, but, like, you know, just on a day-to-day basis. Like, if you're on, like, a date, and you're like, I'm gonna read this person's mind to see if they actually are serious about this. That is a gross misuse of your power.
What are they gonna do? Arrest him?
Yeah.
Yes, then the Psychops show up with their finger. Okay, all right. Have you seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Yeah,
Psychops
please.
show up.
Vegan, please.
Yeah, the
Thanks,
freaking
bitch.
vegan police. Yeah,
I don't think
yeah,
that's how
that's
this
gonna
works.
happen. Those guys are gonna show up.
Harry, I almost want you to do that just so we can see that happen. I'm kidding.
I mean,
No.
it probably wouldn't happen like at a drop of a hat, but they
Imagine,
can pick
though.
that stuff up. Like
So-
people are, they experience gaps in memory, and they tell that to people, and then that'll eventually get into the hands of Psychops, and they're just like, oh man, rogue telepath. Roll.
and then they're just gonna mind lance him.
No, we'll do something even worse. We're gonna remove your powers out of your brain. This will only sting a lot.
Only sing a lot.
The 1-2 pew.
I mean, to be fair, Dunban is probably going to be one of those guys that just constantly uses like the telekinesis and shit, but he's not going to be looking up like Alex's
Not gonna
private
go mind
life.
digging.
Yeah.
He's not gonna go brain digging.
Hey, look in Alex's
that
brain.
is a
Find out
power you
why
can
she's
get,
got
by the
robot
way.
arms.
Say it again, Blas?
That is a power you can get, by the way. If you want to dig into somebody's brain, you can get major telepathy, and you can just go mind probing if you want to.
Yeah, but like in terms of that, he's not going to be one of those guys that just like randomly does shit for the lulz. He only seems like I tried to keep it where he reads people's minds when he really needs to know something. Like, does this reporter know anything? Okay, no. What does Brian think about this?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't want to know, Hans, what are you having for dinner? He doesn't need to know that. He'll just ask.
Squid tacos.
Hans, give me your credit card information.
So is it bad that Dumban would probably be just unable to get a read on Tali?
Okay,
I just
maybe
find that
he
funny.
might try the credit card thing. He is a street rat. He's kind
God
of used to
damn
being he's kind of used to being a pickpocket.
Old habits die hard, right?
Old habits die hard. I did write that down. Some habits don't die.
I kind of wonder how that would work on Alex because, well, she's a rather cold person, emotionally speaking.
You have a brain in there.
Okay, so you say that she's emotionally cold, but she's fiery as all hell. How do you explain that?
I have no idea. It's one of these what I intended to play, what I ended up playing a situation. Just imagine everything she says with a rather emotionless tone.
Okay, Fenris, is it just bad that I just imagine? No, I'm not gonna say that. No, not on stream.
Write it in chat if necessary.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Okay, are you not gonna get insulted?
No.
Is it bad? I just imagine from Meet the Medic going to work. I have no idea. That's immediately what I envisioned when you said it like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you can't deny that.
Less that. Basically, imagine it this way. You have a plan in your head to build a chair. You have the materials to build the chair. You know what the chair will look like when it's finished. But in the end, when you put everything together, you end up using it as a side table. Yeah.
So IKEA. IKEA in a nutshell.
Basically, you have intention and something in your mind, but execution ends up somehow entirely different.
So basically, IKEA furniture.
For instance, I have a chair that I haven't sat on in a year, and I only use to store my clothes on.
Ah, yes,
So-
the clothing chair.
Yeah.
Completely out of context. I just noticed that
Yeah.
You just
it
noticed.
bothered me.
What bothered you?
The fact that the book was upside down.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Over time, Dunvan is definitely going to be building up that repertoire of psionic abilities because he plays fast and loose with the rules.
Oh yeah. So there's two ways you guys are basically getting your gear too. There's this guy named Zeke Lowe who works for Exotech. He's basically the regional quartermaster, and he gets you all the stuff that you need.
Mhm.
Then there's also another guy in Flintstrup. Call him the Egyptian.
Is it Crazy Rashid?
No.
Goes by the name of Sharif.
Is he a cousin
His
of Rashid?
brother.
Probably. Most likely. Crazy Rashid has a big family.
He's the one out. He's the one out.
Oh, you know what?
outlying
Hang on a second. This everybody they need like a descriptor at the front of them. Like, it's Crazy Rashid, Audacious Omar, and this guy Shady Sharif. There you go.
Shitty Sharif.
Beautiful.
Oh,
For some reason, whenever you look at him, his face is always obscured in shadow somehow. Like all the time.
Even in flashlights, just. Ow! I accidentally hit my mic, but you get the idea.
Yeah, just somehow it's just always just shrouded in shadow, just wherever he is.
Alright.
You can get other things from him. You know what I mean? If you need some contraband, or if you need some equipment from another corporation you currently don't have any access to.
So the stuff that will get our team done banned.
Yes, I have something I want to look for.
Only if you get caught. Yes. Would you like to deal with Shady Sharif?
Yes.
All right.
Looking for our own private satellite, and I want a real stealth job, if you know what I mean.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What do you want this satellite for?
Oh, we're just going to use our own private network on it. Nothing shady here.
It's always shady with Sharif.
Okay, well then it's shady.
Find them.
Man, don't give me the
Yeah.
option to get the spiral edge for my sword. You know
I
I'll do
want
it.
full net connectivity so we could possibly broadcast signals from it and possibly even hijack other signals. I want a optics package so we could see the surface of the planet. And really, those are my two requirements, other than stealth.
All right. Well, that's gonna have a hefty price tag.
Well, let's just get a quote first, and we'll work there.
Right.
50,000 marks.
All right. Well, that's a little steep. Is there any way that we could help you out to lower that price?
As a matter of fact, there is. There will be a shipment coming into Flintstrup, and I would like it so that it doesn't have any problems.
What kind of ship?
Just a shipment, cargo container, unmarked.
Oh, so you want the patrols to look the other way so it could be snuck into the city, huh?
Exactly.
Only thing is, I will agree to your terms if we get to inspect the goods ourselves. I'm not going to let you sneak a bomb into the city or anything like that. Unless it is a bomb. Is it a bomb?
Oh. The parts inside could be made into a bomb, maybe. Anything's a bomb. Try
I
it
mean,
enough.
you're not wrong, but who are you seeking to sell these bomb-making parts to? I hope not the rebels.
A war profiteer. What do you want from me?
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we'll just pay the 50,000 then.
Like to keep your hands clean, I see.
I draw the line at mass murder. Sorry.
Yourself.
Thanks.
50K and a stealth satellite's yours.
Yep. Thanks for the connection, though. I will come right back once I've got the money.
All right. Like doing business.
Meanwhile, I'm just remembering.
Basically, this guy he's a weapons smuggler. It's what he does. It doesn't really matter who
Yeah.
he sells the stuff to. It's just that he's gonna do it.
Yeah,
I
and
guess that's true, but I'm not going to make any decisions until I approach the group with this.
I was gonna say, Dunvan catches wind of the, what are they called? The hypercharged batteries, and he's just like, I can use that on my sword. Hello.
Welcome back.
I heard Hans needed to talk to you, sir.
Yeah. So now that Hans has met, I'm sorry, what was this fellow's name again, Blast?
Shady Sharif.
Shady Sharif.
Shady Sharif. Thank you. I'll go ahead and put that in my.
What's his name again? I
He's
didn't
in
hear.
He's in your important NPCs list.
Yeah.
Okay. I just made a private note on my sheet, so I remember the deal that he made. Alright, so on the way back to the barracks, or sorry, the berth, he notices that Ursa's finally out of her room.
Ursa, you've been spotted.
Oh no. I throw down the tactical smoke. Gosh.
Hey, wait a
Tails.
second. I need to talk to you, and he's just gonna start swatting at the clouds. of smoke.
No, just kidding. Like, shit. If you ever need to find her door is technically open.
Alright, so on the way back, walking through the halls, he notices the door's open, and he just stands in the threshold and knocks on the frame. Mind if I have a word with you?
Always welcome to.
Alright, he steps in, and he steps to the side, looking at the door. Is this a safe space to talk in?
The door will close. Like, come on, this is my room.
That's why I came to you. Ursa, we got a real problem on our hands. I think we're gonna have to start doing our own legwork, finding out exactly what's going on here. I just had a meeting with a man called Shady Rashid, and he is gonna
Sharid.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shady Sharif. I got that so wrong. Yeah, Shady Sharif offered a lead on a stealth satellite with counter hacking capability and full optics suite.
That's quite something.
Yeah, and we're gonna turn it into Red Fang's private eye in the sky, and I need you to control it.
Like, she turns around in her chair. You know, this time she's actually out of her robe. She's actually wearing something normal called sweatpants and tank top.
Amazing.
You don't know what she wears under those robes. Tactical comfy. Says that's quite a. How are we gonna get up there?
Well,
I'll be right back.
we'll worry about launching said satellite once we have it in hand, but my
Wait.
thought here is that if we have our own private network that we could work from and possibly intercept transmissions, we can get to the bottom of this and root out exactly who's at fault here for the events that are taking place on this planet.
Wait, is this satellite in the sky or is it on the ground?
I'm sure we could arrange to have it deployed. Might cost us a little extra to do it quietly, but I trust him for what it's worth.
Well, how much do you want extra tech knowing? That's the real question.
Well, that's the whole point of the stealth satellite. We're going to be doing our own private homework on our private network. And in order to stay connected and keep our eyes on the planet that we can trust, we're going to need our own birdie flying overhead. This one in space. So this should be a launch platform for you to do all your dirty hacking work and get to the bottom of this grime.
That could be arranged. I'll just probably need to add some extra security measures to it.
Well, I'll trust you with that. But I just wanted to fill you in. It's got a hefty price tag. He's going to rub the back of his neck. I'm going to try and find some way of funding this in addition. But it's going to be $50K.
Well, we have that red mech.
Well, we might have another use for that wreck mech, but we'll talk to you about that another time. That's not a bad idea, though. I'm thinking of even selling some of my own stuff to cover the cost of this. Hell, I got at least $5,000 that I could slap down. If all of us could chip in $5,000 of our own money, we take the rest out of the bank. Bing, bang, boom, we got ourselves a private satellite.
Honestly, we actually, to be fair, we have 40K in the bank.
Okay, so then what's that? 20,000 each? To make up the rest?
No, not even 20,000.
Or, sorry, 2,000 each to make up the 10? Or is that less?
No, there's 6 of us. So...
And you get a bit of bleed.
Yeah, sorry.
So let's see, 10,000 divided by 6. Again, repeated number. But I.
So everybody here chips in 1,667 buckloons, and we combine that with our bank.
So 1,700 each.
No, that's 1,667.
I don't have that much.
I'll cover your cost.
I was gonna
All
say.
right.
Dunban's
That
got
number.
it. Doing.
I think this satellite could be a huge boon to us, and we could put it to work right away to get into the bottom of this.
I mean,
Also, we could just call a meeting. Hey, everybody, meet us in Yursa's room. We got something to discuss.
I guess Dunban comes more out of curiosity.
What do you need, boss?
Well, we got ourselves a little assignment. And that is to do our own homework and find out what's going on this planet. So I had a hand at tracking down a contact, a shady Sharif, if any one of you have met him. And he informed us of a possible stealth satellite that we could deploy, optics and net package. And I think this thing could be our biggest ally. And then we don't have to rely on exotext networks. What that's going to require is 50,000 credits.
And we could fund that with the bank and some personal investment from each of us.
There's also one other thing. Mr. Shady Sharif offered us a job to help cut the costs on this special satellite of ours. But I don't think any one of you is going to like it. He wants to sneak a bomb, unassembled, into the city and sell some of its parts.
I say we mess that up.
What, ruin our only contact to the satellite? What if he messes the satellite up?
Get the satellite first, destroy the bomb.
Oh, boy. That is a possibility. Any other ideas?
Can we
Well,
just deal with
the whole
shit?
cargo? Basically, what he was asking you to do is help him smuggle in a cargo container into the city. The stuff inside of it could be made into a bomb because anything could be made.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hans is.
You can make anything into a bomb.
Yeah, he's just making assumptions, more or less.
To be more clear, basically what he was asking you, like he was basically smuggling weapons and contraband into the city so he could sell them to whoever needs them.
All right, so we're going to be
And so-
shifting some
so-
content onto the black market when we don't want any of the guards looking.
Dunban just kind of does his half shrug, and he's just like, "Can't we just do the black market deal in the first place?" like he's just saying, let's not cause any ruckus for either party. Just pay the man.
I'm kind of with Dunban on this. I just want to pay it legit as that could possibly be in this situation.
All right, I can come. I can get 5K. I'm just gonna need to cancel something.
Dunban,
Actually, it's good. Less than 5K.
I was gonna say,
Huh?
You posted it to the chat. What you need?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dunban just kind of goes, take it from a straight rot. Doing just normal dealings with the black market is going to be your safest bet, rather than trying to take deals, which because then you're indebted to them, or trying to rip them off, because then you might be missing a hand later.
I'm inclined to agree. How about you, Tally? You've been pretty quiet. Alex, what do you think?
I think DJ's still gone.
Oh, well then, Alex.
I guess Alex has an
Silent
opinion.
approval, as always.
All right. I gave my portion of the money.
Yep, I'll subtract mine as well, and I'm gonna run on down to go see crazy. Oh, I keep saying this wrong. Shady Sharif.
I was gonna say that Dunvan's gonna pitch in his, but he's gonna go with you. But that's mostly because
Sure.
he caught wind that Sharif has something that he might want.
Of course.
Also, Yersa's going to come with you just so she can actually look at the satellite.
Or
Oh,
see what he's
great.
got.
Let's all go down there then.
Oh yeah, so it's like, wait a second, I need to get dressed. And she walks over to like the closet where there's just a bunch of robes, takes one out, throws it over her comfy clothes.
Do all the
Picks up
robes
her
look the
staff.
same?
Yes, they do. And the machine's safe.
Yeah.
Mr. Sharif.
Yeah. I would
He
change it.
slams down the, I guess, electronic chip that they use to transfer money. We got your money. Have you got us a satellite?
Give me a week. It'll be up there. Still need the code for it.
Is there any possibility we could give you half of this now and the other half once we know it's actually there?
Make a presence and charisma test.
I was gonna say, while he's doing that, Dunban just like, black market. He warned you, try not to make deals.
That, I believe, is 3 dice. And let's see, do I have an affinity here? Hans is going to kind of put his foot down and say, I'm not let go of all the money up front. He's going to try and evoke tougher than tough.
Okay.
What was his role again?
I haven't rolled anything yet.
No,
I'll
like-
be rolling 3.
No, like what was the check you're having to do?
Presence, charisma, I believe.
Hmm.
So 3 dice, and whatever bonus he'll give.
You get 1 success. And Sharif, see him nod in the shadows, and he says, "Okay, seems reasonable."
Yeah, Hans is already approving the 25,000 credits, and he shifts it over to him to accept.
And he takes it from you.
All right, we got ourselves a little black bird of our own.
And I guess this is kind of the... Unless you had something else you needed to say.
Oh, I'm so done.
Okay, I was gonna say, this is kind of a point where Dunban just kind of shows, like, the hilt of his sword. And he's like, I want a hypercharge for this.
Really? Certainly can get something like that for you.
He just nods. I'm willing to accept that you're a reliable shady short.
Shadiest.
and he just kind of leans on.
Hello.
Hello. He just kind of leans on, like, his left foot a bit, and he's just like, how much?
Well, since your friend is coming up a little bit short, I need a little bit extra. 2,000.
Deal.
Excellent.
And I'll take the extra 1,000 out of Dunban's.
Did I miss anything? So I had to go salt my driveway and shovel out the end.
We're doing black market deals. Dunban just bought a hypercharge for his sword.
And the group just bought a satellite.
That too.
Yep.
I knew
Yeah,
the satellite.
Stealth satellite.
Yeah.
I knew about the satellite.
Yeah,
So
Dunban.
basically, what you're saying is I mishmash.
Yeah, Dunban's just abiding by the fact that he is basically not the normal sort of individual.
It's in here in your. Well, I'll throw a part of your equipment PCs.
Actually, I want to ask for something from Shady Sharif too.
Oh boy.
Oh man! All right, here we go.
Would you be able to get a guy crystalline tipped cartridges?
Ooh.
Ooh, those are banned on 15 planets.
That's why I want them. They're not. Fun fact: they're not banned on Liberty. We enjoy our rights to bear arms of all kinds.
Fair. Right to crystal arms, I think is what you
The
want to
more
say.
it kills, the more legal it is.
I should make a subreddit just called the Bear Arms.
You should.
Just call it the Second Amendment.
Do it.
All right.
Coward.
So yeah, he'll sell you that for 1,500 for the crystalline tipped cartridges.
You drive a hard bargain, Mr. Shady, but I accept.
I mean, he made Dunban pay an extra 1,000 for hypercharge batteries, and Dunban's just like, I know better than to try and haggle with the black market.
By the way, as a little fluff thing for the crystalline tipped cartridges, these particular rounds are actually constructed on a planet called Diamond, which is called such because on that planet it rains diamonds
Ah, so
horizontally.
Neptune, I think.
Ow.
I think
Wait,
that's
yeah.
just Neptune.
It's windy.
Oh no, this is a terrestrial planet, not a gas giant where it does this.
It's windy.
Ah.
It's a windy ass planet, and they have diamond storms there. And so the brave few who actually live on Diamond, they build these weapons there. They sell them on the black market because holy crap!
Now, what do these things even do anyway?
Weapon
Vicious.
gains vicious.
Oh boy.
I thought about getting the thing that gives vicious to the sword, but I'm like, no, continuous would be more hilarious because it's an energy weapon. Close
Yeah,
range.
you basically have you have a lightsaber now.
Yeah. And Dunban's gonna get $50 back for selling the honed edge because, alright, you don't really.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on a second. You put a hypercharge battery on a sword?
Energy sheath. We
Oh,
discussed
the
this.
the negative energy sheath?
No, just a regular one.
Oh,
Yeah, we had discussed this, and you're
Right.
like, yes.
so it counts as an energy weapon because you have the energy sheath on.
Yay.
Yeah, so you have a lightsaber now. Congratulations. It's not just like a blade with like an energy like coating around it. It's just a straight up lightsaber. Just
Hell yeah. But is it double bladed?
It still looks like a friggin' katana because it's Dunban. I don't care.
Oh yeah, it's got a funny curve to it too. You know, it's just like, hey, physics shouldn't be allowing you to do that. I don't care. My
He's
name's
psychic.
Dunban
He can
Matt.
do
I've heard that some people appreciate a good curve.
Hey.
But yeah, no, Dunban's also psychic. He can probably do that.
Hey, I got a question.
Mhm.
Do you sell schematics? I'm asking the black guy.
Schematics.
Schematics.
Oh god damn it. So I've been having just music run on repeat, and Wing Kong popped up.
Because there's a certain schematic I would like to try get a hold of if you happen to have sell those.
Sorry, what were you asking?
I'm asking him if he sells schematics.
For
An ordnance weapon.
an
Yeah, you mean the
ordnance
pole.
weapon.
Yes.
What kind of weapon?
A pole-on cannon.
You want to build a Polaron cannon? You can buy those on the regular market.
Oh, I can? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, screw you then. See ya.
Oh, I can do this legally? Okay, never mind then.
Oh, wait, did we take? Yeah, you can buy Polaron rifles. Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you can
No,
totally
I'm
buy
looking at the
it.
vehicle weapons, like the pole-on cannon.
Oh.
Yeah, like, you know, that has the brace, EMP, and specialized one.
Okay, so those vehicle weapons we're gonna be cycling those out.
Okay.
So what we're doing for vehicle weapons right now is that we're basically using the AC scale ones. And so if you want to stick a Polaron rifle on a tank, that's going to need an ordnance slot because it's a two-handed weapon, so it's like really big.
Big.
And if you're planning on sticking this on a drone, it's not going to fit. It's too small.
No, I'm going to stick you on the satellite.
Frost, the range, it's not long enough.
I will fix this issue.
You need a bigger Polaron gun.
Are you challenging the Techno Wizard?
No, I'm not. I'm just telling him what he's going to need. Also, by the way, the whole thing with the satellite, Shady Sharif is actually going to manage the installation of said satellite. He's just going to give you the uplink codes, which is why it costs so much.
Okay.
But I mean, if you want to go up there yourself and slap the gun on there, I mean, that's up to you. So you basically want to have an an unregistered weapons satellite in orbit.
I mean,
Nothing.
Yes,
can go
Frost
wrong.
really wants to have his satellite laser back so he can blow up another city.
Buzz, I hate this guy in particular.
That would, I think, that would open a can of worms we are not prepared to handle.
But he's
Ah,
ready to
yeah.
lie in that can of worms is the problem.
Where's Ursa? Cuts to Ursa in space. Attaching a cannon to the satellite. That'd be fun.
Well, Frost, if you want to make that part of your personal project, then by all means,
Yes, I will.
you can buy yourself a Polaron rifle, but you are going to have to make some very good checks.
I
Oh
would
no!
like
Now
to
that
state-
I know that I could do this much better, I'm going to use a different gun.
Oh no.
I would like
Also-
to state, if we get caught putting an unchecked weapon into the upper atmosphere, there could be some serious hell to pay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad
My
enough that
satellite
you're
being observational only is probably going to get a slap on the wrist. But a weapon's a whole different story.
Oh, it'll be fine. Don't worry. You can trust me.
Dunban's like if anything starts going south with this team, Dunban's literally just gonna do the peace sign and fade away.
So guys, don't get mad. I might have put an ion cannon on the satellite.
Oh my god.
Why?
Why?
Wow.
Frost, that is
What?
so much money.
Oh, it'd be so cool though.
Stick an ion gun on a satellite and put that in orbit and shoot people with it.
Yes.
This satellite isn't built for that. It's
It's a tiny one.
small.
It's a
Oh
communication
my
satellite.
god!
It's not a
It's
weapons carrier.
Let's not
it's a
put a
spy
weapon on the
satellite.
satellite, Jesus Christ!
There's always going to be that one idiot that wants to put a gun on everything.
My vote is to keep it purely observation.
I am fortunate.
I
that
agree.
Oh, come on, you guys know you want Ion Cannon, so like
No, we don't.
I'm quite certain that I don't.
out of character, you know you guys want that.
How
No,
about
not
you get
even
a
out of
stealth
character.
drone of your own that you could put a little gun like that on.
Okay, no Ion Cannon, so like, even though it'd be super rad.
On a communication satellite.
It would be, but it's the wrong kind of satellite to mount something like that too.
Okay.
One firing of that, and then it's lost. It's gonna go sailing off into space.
And
They'll,
it was never seen again.
they'll find it over in orbit of Camilla. And they'll be like, what the fuck? When did we get that?
Yeah, and then some other chumps hijack it and try to use it to blow up a city, and then Frost drops it on them.
One time!
One time too many!
And that was told to!
Anon King.
You know who was
Fenris
else? You know who
might
else
be
was
privy.
told to do things, Frost?
I think that is one of these
Soviets.
instances. I think that is one of these instances where you don't ask that, where you don't say what happened one time. You ask, why did that happen in the first place?
The long
Yeah.
story, and I'll probably tell you later.
I think I know the
Cool.
story because Kiki's told
Yeah,
it.
I've told it too. It's a pretty great story.
It is a great story, but it ended tragic.
Yeah, I'm gonna be signing off just a little early today, but I want to say this was an amazing session.
I mean, to
Oh,
be
yeah,
fair,
definitely.
I think this is a good
Blaz, I
stopping
love
point.
what you've done to my character.
I apologize again for hijacking them. That's probably not
I
what you
don't
had
care,
in
it's
mind,
better.
but it was pretty fun. Now, here's the problem though: is that I initially wanted to tell you guys about some different bombs that Zero was going to drop on you. But just with the flow of the conversation, I actually kind of wanted to reveal that particular one for later.
Cool.
But because you were engaging in the way that you were, I was just like, nah, we're going to tell you guys this one now.
Oh, man.
Awesome.
Even though I think the other ones would have made more logical sense that he would have told you. It's just that I didn't really find a really good place to kind of just put those in.
He's like,
So
and
I
one
guess-
more thing.
Yeah.
One more thing. But yeah, I think this is kind of a good place for us to stop off. Dunban's gonna be getting into so many shenanigans now that you've allowed him to have more high-powered fire sword.
Just don't tell your counselor.
I've got a gun that shoots bullets made of diamond.
But can you light your sword on fire?
Actually, I can. My knife has an energy sheath.
But can it do this? And it just makes the sword bigger.
Well, no, but my mech sword can do that.
So question, Blaz.
Yes.
What's the benefits of the satellite?
Precisely what Dan was talking about. You guys have a stealth satellite in orbit. It has private communications. You can be off Exotech's grid. Can't be spotted. And you can use it to make do some satellite reconnaissance in places where it probably shouldn't be. Meaning that if you guys try to do some sneaky stuff beforehand, now you can.
Yay. So I have taken these pictures, like, shows all these mech fishers there, then just Dunban's butt. Nope, you're not supposed to see that one.
I mean, that just means you're acknowledging he has a nice ass.
I mean, when have we not?
Exactly.
I mean, have you seen that ass? You could shove it in
my
that kind of
God.
thing.
I mean, that's just stating the obvious.
Anyway, I think this is a good place for us to stop.
For sure.
Yeah.
Good session, everybody.
So,
Very much so.
see you guys next time.
Bye.
Yeah.
Later.